What? My internet just sort of died for a moment there. That was interesting. I don't... What? Is it just working? I can't... Okay, yeah, sure. We're fine. Yeah, that's a lemon of life or something then. Okay, whatever. Continuing on. Yeah, so she's got a decent ass shipping wall. It's long. There's a bunch of people. Wait, oh. All of them, and then... You suppose this pairing is still viable, although those roles will have to be dramatically reversed. And then, oh. You have to remember to write Jade a nice thank you note for helping stabilize Karkat's unhealthy relationship with his past and future selves. Maybe now with a clear head he'll be able to open his eyes to what waits for him in other quadrants, certain other possibilities. Maybe noticing someone nice over there in that bright red corner who's been there all along. Oh my god, no. Oh my god. Oh no, no one must ever see. Oh god, who's calling me? Hello? Hello? Alright, just a normal amount of morning calls. Anywho. Oh no, no one must ever see. No one must ever see. Someday you'll work up the guts to say something. Maybe once this huge murder fiasco blows over. Oh no, so she has the crush on the Karkat. Enter great. I mean, great. You suppose you stay put, like Equia said, but it's so frustrating being all cooped up in here. Surely scooting through the air ducts for a while couldn't hurt. You'll never know. Okay, sure. What have I done? Look through great. Oh shit. Oh boy. No, no. Don't be in the vent. Don't be in the vent. Don't be in the vent. You got an enchanted shitty wizard figure. Okay, enter the grate. Okay. I guess I made a mistake or some shit. Up to go fight a Roni. Hold on, no, what? No, wait, what just happened there? How come I can't get that back? Sure. Where am I supposed to go? Everything is all fucking broken it up and shit. Gee, yeah, there it is. What the fuck is that? Arrows fired true, straight through the eyes? Who could have done this? Oh god. Ah, it's you, Popeye. Have you seen the high blood about? Pardon, smelled. Check it the motherfuck out. It's the peasant blood. Fucking heh. Peasant blood, is that a joke? If your blood is a running motherfucking gag, then soon it will be running through my motherfucking fingers. The profanity is sickening. You'll stop. You'll. Kneel. You are not the pyrope, you are the high blood. I should have known. Removed your counterfeit eyewear. If you please, sir. I'll show you what I motherfucking got if you show me what's motherfucking yours. What? It was a motherfucking joke. Honk. We really should talk. You really should kneel. What was that? The volume of your voice keeps fluctuating. I said, kneel, motherfucker. I told you to motherfucking kneel, motherfucker. Oh, is he about to take an arrow to the knee? Well then. God! Well, sure. Yes. Subjugulate. Oh man. He's gone full fucking. He's gone full pure blood. It's real. He's about to. Oh shit! He broke the bow. Engage murder mode. This is completely terrifying. Oh boy. Jesus Christ. Just fucking dead. Super fucking dead, dog. Oh boy. Everyone is dead. Gamzee, turn. Look at this. Look at the HD. Draw deuces clubs from Strife deck. Uh-oh. Oh, snap. Uh-oh. Honk. 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 Beep. Okay. Wow. Take car. This is why safety, seatbelt safety should always be paramount. Remember to buckle up. They fucked up that tree though. Can John spend? Well, it actually hasn't even been an entire day, so John can spend like a few good hours without just fucking everything up. What a wonderful, wonderful skill set he's got, the young man. Proceed to castle. Perhaps this is the... Oh, shit. The one. As you approach, you make an attempt to contact your friends for verification. But there is no answer from Jade or from Rose. You wonder what they could be up to. It seems everyone else is bugging you. Or it seems someone else is bugging you. John, answer. Hi, John. Oh, hey there, Vriska. Can this wait? I'm about to check out this castle and see if my dad is here. Your guardians are not here. Oh. Dang it. Do you know where they are? Yes, they're in another castle. But don't worry, you'll find them later. Oh, excuse me. Arrgh, how much later? In a while, man. Settle down. I'm telling you that you will find them after a little more questing around in your awesome blue godhood. So why don't you relax and talk to me for a while? Well, I guess so. Why don't you have your hood up, by the way? That's a good point. Shrug. You look great with the hood up. And anyway, we should be showing a little pride as the only ones to make God tier, don't you think? Psh, I don't know if it's much of a major compliment. Major accomplishment, honestly. John, are you mad at me? No. Then what's the matter? I guess I just missed my dad. I was hoping he'd be here, but apparently I won't see him for another few hours or whatever. If that is what you see in the future, then I guess there's no fighting it. Blech. I still find it hard to understand the sentimentality you attach to these adult humans. It just seems so strange to me, but hey, that's alien culture for you. Yeah, I guess. I guess you just have to think of them the way you think of your Lucius. C's? Luci? Yeah, sorta, except I never liked mine that much, even after I prototyped her. Things were pretty chilly between us. I spent most of my adventure avoiding her. That is too bad. John, are you sure you're not mad at me? No, why would I be mad at you, Vriska? Because I tricked you into getting killed. Oh, right. I actually almost forgot about that. Would it help if I said I was sorry? Why would you need to apologize, though? I mean, I admit I was pretty confused about it at first, seeing my dead body in the cloud and all. But in the end, you did it to help me, didn't you? Really, I should probably be thanking you. Are you there? Yes, I am here. Sorry, I wasn't sure what to say for a moment. I'm just so incredibly relieved you're not angry with me. Ha! I really don't know what reason I would have to be angry. I mean, aside from the deception involved, but I kinda understand why you did that, and in any case, you did give me a choice. Yes, I did. I don't know, John. You'd be surprised how often people resent it when you try to help them. But see, you really get it. That's why you're special. Shrug. Heart. So, is that what you wanted to talk to me about? Yes, well, not exactly. Then what is it? I know how this is probably going to sound, especially to a human, but I just killed someone. You did? Who was it? You mean like a bad guy? Not exactly. Oh yeah, Carcat mentioned that he was in trouble and then had to go. It made me a little worried. Are you guys under attack or something? I'm not sure what his deal is. I haven't seen him in a while. But we're not under attack. At least not yet. Oh, well, then who did you kill? He was a friend. Someone from our team. Why? Oh. Why? It's a little complicated. Well, did he attack you or something? Yes, but really, that's not why I killed him. He was no match for me, and I could have just incapacitated him or flown away or whatever. The truth is, I killed him because at the time, I thought I wanted to, or sort of felt like I finally had to. Why did you have to? Because enough was enough. You don't even know how frustrating it was to be friends with him. I used to really like him and always wanted to help him get stronger, so that he might stand a fucking chance to actually make it on our world. But he was just so weak and indecisive, he wouldn't change. And when he tried to change, it was always too little, too late. always late, late, lady, late, 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 late. Too late to kiss me, too late to kill me. He couldn't do it when I really needed him to. So when I saw he was actually serious about trying to kill me now of all times, I just got so angry. I'm still a bit upset thinking about it, so I killed him. And I'm pretty sure he's dead for good now. Wow, you're right, Vriska. That does not sound good. I know our races are completely different, and I really hate the idea of you thinking worse of me because of this. But I don't have anyone else to talk to about it. You don't? What about all your friends? I bet Carcad would listen. Or what about Terezi? She's pretty nice, isn't she? No, 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 no. I mean, yeah, they're fine, but I can't talk to them. Why not? For one thing, they would probably just be pissed off at me for killing Tavros. And more importantly, there's no way I could tell them how I really feel about it. Well, how do you feel? Horrible. If any of my friends knew that, they would think I'm weak. Oh, I guess I understand. I mean, I'm trying to with the cultural differences and all. Do you? Like, trolls are more violent and angry, right? Kind of like Klingons or something. Which is an angry race of alien savages from a human TV show. We aren't savages, you dope. Oh, I know, that's not what I meant, but I'm guessing you have to all have to act tough to make it in your world and have a sense of honor about fighting and like to beat up people and stuff, right? Yeah, let's say close enough. But I think that no matter what alien culture you're from, killing is still wrong, and it sounds like you do too. Yeah, see? This is where our cultures clash, I think. It would be difficult to explain exactly how killing is viewed on our planet with all the nuance involved. It isn't the black and white thing humans seem to think it is. Well, you could try. I'm listening. On my world, I would be completely vindicated for killing him. He is far lower on the hemo spectrum than me. He managed to disrespect me time and time again, but I kept letting him live. In fact, the amount of slack I cut him would be considered scandalous by those in my class. I had every reason to kill him, and yet I feel bad about it like a lame, weak fudge blood, just like he was, and the fact I feel bad is why I'm sort of freaking out right now. I think if you feel bad, it just means you have a conscience, which is good, right? No, that's not how it works. I'm supposed to be just fine with it. This is sort of like a test, and I'm afraid I might be failing. How how was it like a test? Well, it was the first time I killed somebody. Okay, wait, that's not really true. What I meant was, it was the first time I killed somebody I cared about. So you killed other people that you didn't care about. Yeah, sort of a lot actually, but there was a really good reason for that. How many? Or do I want to know? Oh, it doesn't matter. Probably many thousands. Holy shit. God, I know how this sounds, but I had to feed her, my Lucius, I mean. I've been basically playing this role as a slave in the food chain in my whole life. It is what she selected me to do. I guess that is why you didn't get along with her. Hell yes. I see, still. That is a lot of killing, Jesus. Yeah, but I never felt anything about it. It was just normal life for me. But then you finally kill the guy you like and not so cool anymore. Yeah, oh, okay, that's not quite right. He's the second person I cared about who I killed. Man, I always forget about her. Uh, I guess she wound up getting me back pretty good though, so we're even. And oh, also technically I attempted to kill that same guy around the same time, but I just wound up paralyzing him. Oops. But man, that was sweeps ago. I think I had a really juvenile attitude about killing back then. I think I was trying too hard. I was really obsessed about being the best at stuff, and I guess I was trying to be precautious, precautious in that respect as well, and prove to everyone how brutal I could be. But I was such a confused kid. I didn't know anything about what killing really means. I was trying to fake it, and it caused me nothing but problems. I guess I had no idea how different we really are. What I'm hearing is seriously scaring the shit out of me. Yeah, I know. I wish we didn't have to be so different. I'm just trying to be honest with you because, like I said, I have nowhere else to go. Okay, well, I appreciate the honesty. So if killing isn't exactly wrong, then what is it? What do you mean by killing? What killing really means? I guess I have to admit that I don't actually know that much about humans either. Other than that you are all pretty soft and mild mannered and seem to be friendlier and think killing totally sucks. I really have no clue what it means to grow up as a human though. But I do know what it means to grow up as a troll and what's expected of us. What does it mean? When a troll comes of age, you better believe it means that they're going to start killing. It's what we do as a race. We are very effective conquerors, and as such, we practically dominate our galaxy. Or used to. The ones that don't learn to be ruthless, they're better off dead, and the reality is, it won't be long until they are. That's just life for us. That sounds terrible. I would like to be culturally sensitive, but I wish it didn't have to be like that for you guys. I have started to really like you guys. Well, thanks, John. That's nice of you to say, but let's face it, it doesn't fucking matter anymore since our whole race was wiped out. Maybe for the best, when you think about it. But at least Paradox Space gave us some purpose before wiping us all out, right? At least we got the chance to create you guys and all those twinkly stars you used to look up at. Yeah, that's true. So because we got that chance, it means we'll never actually get to come of age and enter troll society. And see if we got what it takes. But that doesn't mean we stop growing up. I think the game knows it's already going to be played by kids, and it always rigs it so they enter right around the cusp of sexual maturity, whatever the race is. Which kind of makes sense, since if they succeed, they've got their whole lives ahead of them to do whatever the hell they're going to do in their universe and start repopulating and whatnot. That means the game also knows it's got to deal with all these damn kids who are coming of age while playing it. I really think how successful I really think how successfully they mature is tied to success in the game. It challenges the players in all the ways they need to be challenged to grow, which is different for every individual and very different for every race. I don't think we're so hot at that aspect of the game. In fact, I'm sure we were quite awful. Hell, I wasn't that great at it. I actually just kind of fell ass backward into the god tier to be honest. Heh, yeah, me too. But what really gets me is this didn't even occur to me until just now, while I was sitting around thinking about it. It was so obvious. What? That was why the game split us up into two teams. It knew as we came of age we'd probably start killing each other. So it provided the stage. Red team versus blue. It was so simple. All we had to do was what we were naturally inclined to. It might have worked out better for us. I don't really see how you guys killing each other would help you play the game better. Yeah, you'd think that would be counterproductive, but then again, maybe not. If we really did take the team thing seriously and started killing each other, maybe it would have meant more god tiers. Maybe all of us would have made it. Damn, can you imagine? We would have breezed through the game even faster, killing the king without a sweat. Maybe claimed the reward before Jack showed up. Or if he did, maybe we could have beaten him there and then instead of scurrying off like cowards. In retrospect, we failed at this so spectacularly I'm amazed and kind of ashamed. It turned out that the only one of us with the guts to kill someone was already dead. Huh. And boy did I have it coming. Dead? Yeah, she was a ghost, then became a robot, then she became 1,000 robots, then Jack killed them all, but one, then she blew up. Oh, and she also had that exact bizarre laptop you're using right now. How weird is that? Gosh, your team is crazy. Not crazy enough, apparently. Actually, this is probably Carcat's fault. How? When it comes down to it, he was probably too good a leader. He actually did manage to get the two teams to work together towards the same goal. It could have easily deteriorated into a feud somehow. He was just so loud and annoying and obsessed with leadership, he wouldn't shut up. so it was easier to just go along with his plans. Huh. Yeah, I can see how that could be true. He kept us working together, but in the end, I think we paid for it. It it wasn't natural, pretty fitting, really, since he's kind of a freak himself. He's not even on the hemo spectrum, the weirdo. I really doubt he would have handled it as a leader if the shit ever hit the whirling device. He likes to pretend he's all vicious and bloodthirsty, but I know he ain't got that in him. I have a sense for these things. He'd be so pissed off if he heard me say this, but I think he'd cut it better as a human than a troll. You probably meant that as an insult, but I think it's a nice compliment. But I won't tell him you said it. Terezi, message Carcat. Carcat, more bad news. It says you didn't get my message. You didn't block me or anything, did you? Where are you? I lost my glasses, but I'm back at the computer lab and there's no one here except for another murder victim. She got fevery this time, and maybe Kanye too. I don't know, but do you know about this yet? If you get this, please be careful, Carcat, wherever you are. I'm afraid Vriska has finally gone completely out of control. Do not try to engage her. She is too dangerous. She is now my responsibility. Only I know how to deal with her. Warn everyone else to stay away too, if you can. Why won't anyone respond? What the hell is going on here? Signed. God damn it. How am I going to go on? How am I going to go about this? I guess I can't put it off much longer. Why can't you answer? I could really use someone to talk to about it. Oh well. Don't let her drink your blood. It's all mine, remember? Carcat, examine equipment. Oh, god damn it. You reflect on your prior experience as the team's ectobiologist. It seemed like you were doing something so important at the time. Finally, everything made sense. This was why you were here. But what was the point? You are all clearly going to die the most pointless deaths possible. Everything you believed about your destiny was meaningless. You wish you never pushed those buttons and hatched your team out of all this goddamn slime. You're no ectobiologist. If only there was another title more befitting of the true discipline of your practice, of the death sentence you've given to whatever you do the disservice of creating. You can't think of one, though. And what about the other 12 wrigglers you spawned? Who were they? Probably further proof of... What? Further proof this was all meaningless and random. Could it be that they were the true heroes meant to be sent back to play this game, while your team was the superfluous crop? Could a mistake have been made during the reckoning? Or maybe, or just maybe, she was right about them all along. Not that it makes any difference now. Something is stirring behind you, something unconscious and toothless. Solix, wake up. He woke up. Hurrah. So, what about Jack? What about him? Are you still planning on killing him? That would be a constructive way to use your killer troll instincts, even by human standards. It's much better than killing your friends. Yeah, you're right. And to tell you the truth, part of the reason I wanted to kill him was to protect them. It's not just about glory, you know, because if I don't do it, then who will? Well, we have a plan to defeat him too, so there's that. Yeah, I know about your plan. I guess 2 plans are better than 1, right? Yeah, so will you go fight him then? Man, I don't know anymore. It's one reason I'm freaking out about this, about feeling bad about a simple, perfectly justifiable killing. If I can't handle that, doesn't it mean I'm not as strong as I thought? What hope do I have against Jack, if that's the case? For whatever it's worth, coming from a human, feeling remorse doesn't make you weak. I bet you're still really strong. Ooh. But then I'm not sure if I actually want to encourage you to go off fighting him. Because as strong as you probably are, it sounds like he is really strong. And even though you killed tons of people, I think I would probably still be pretty sad if you died. Aw. So maybe you should just let us handle it. At least we won't fight him directly. I don't know. Even though I'm conflicted, it still feels like something I have to do. I admit, I'm pretty scared thinking about it. Not of him necessarily, but of the fact that I apparently don't know myself as well as I believed. But what if I'm not as lucky as I thought? What if I do not, in fact, have all of the luck? Well, maybe you don't. All of the luck sounds like an awful lot of luck to have. Exactly. But then, if there's no chance of catching a bad break, then taking a risk doesn't even qualify as bravery, does it? It isn't even a risk by definition. So, if this is going to mean anything, I guess I just have to find the strength from somewhere to go through with it. More than just the fakey strength that comes from turning a blind eye to all your flaws, you know what I mean? Heh. What? What's he doing? You know how I said I couldn't relate to relate to the attachment you have for your guardians? Yes, well, I guess that isn't completely true. There are adult trolls who we can relate to, if we choose to, and if we are lucky enough to discover who they are. But it is not really in a familial sense, at least not socially speaking, the way you understand family. They are more like figures of legend, who are said to have more in common with us genetically than any other troll, but we can never meet them, of course, only look up to them, follow in their footsteps, because they died centuries ago. Like ancestors. Yeah, we're supposed to have one. We're each supposed to have one, and if you believe the lore about it, your destiny will be tied to theirs. You will find clues pointing to them and who they were, but you will only notice them if your eyes are open. Then can choose to take up the life they left for you, and if you do, they will always be looking out for you and guide you in finishing what they started. Wow, that is kinda neat. So, do you believe? I don't have to believe. I'm completely certain it is true, and I know who mine is. I've been doing my best to honor her legacy for most of my life. I even named my role-playing character after her. She gained all the levels. All of them? All of them. Huh. How did you know she was the one? It was before I ever started gaming or rounding up other kids to feed my Lucis. I was nearing the age where I would be expected to feed her, and she was starting to get so big that she would have to crawl out of her caverns soon, no longer able to feast on stray wigglers she caught in her web. It was kind of an intense symbiotic thing, a particularly demanding troll Lucius relationship, and only really strong kids are supposed to handle it. So of course I was terrified of the responsibility looming. I really didn't think I would make it. I was sure I'd fail and my Lucius would either get angry and eat me, or she'd just die and then I'd be cold. But then I saw a shooting star one evening. I tracked it down I tracked down where it landed and found a chest with my sign on it. A sign is an insignia we must wear, specific to our class. Each class has a huge alphabet of signs. So when someone shares yours, you know you have a lot in common. I was excited to see it. What was in the chest? It was her journal. She documented all of her amazing adventures as she sailed around the world, commanding a notoriously deadly fleet of gambligants. It was so thrilling reading it. It really felt like she wrote it just for me, like she was talking right to me and telling me how to be like her. She even left notes on where she buried treasure and stuff, which I followed later when I started RPing. I found her dice that way. Oh. And so many other great things. Learning about her gave me the strength and confidence to do what I had to do. That is a pretty exciting story. So then, your great-great-great-grandnana or such was some kind of troll pirate? I mean, pirate? Yeah, and that's not all. Not that I really needed it proved to me that she was my ancestor, but that's exactly what happened while playing this game. It turned out that in addition to creating us all in the ectobiology lab, Karkat created our ancestors too, but he never believed in any of that, and just thought they were Random extra wigglers serving no purpose, the stubborn jackass. The more common bloods are less inclined to give a shit about all that stuff. Legends and traditions and all that. Those in the upper classes like me put more stock in it, and rightly so. Now that you mention it, it really sounds like our situations are not so different. I created our guardians in the lab too, along with the four of us, and when you think about it, I never even knew my Nana. She died before I was born. Or, before I created myself and sent baby B back in time, I mean. So really, she's my ancestor too, someone I connected to genetically. I am connected to genetically, but never knew. Oh yeah, wow, I never thought about that. And even though I never knew her, she definitely helped me when I was growing up. I followed in her footsteps and became an incredible prankster. Ha! That is an admirable calling, John, every bit as dignified as the path of the Marquise. I even had a book I learned a lot from, too. The book was sort of a family tradition. It was written by an even older ancestor, my Nana's grandpa, who was only the most legendary prankster of all time. So as you can see, we both have benefited greatly from ancestral wisdom. Yeah, that's so awesome. I think it's nice to see that when you take a closer look, we have a lot more in common than we first thought. I agree. Oh man, what? I was just thinking about your life on Earth. You had it so easy. You don't have to go hunting for clues about your ancestors at all. There was a picture of her hanging right there on the wall of your hive. Yep. Also, her ashes were there too. Ha! I don't know why, but that is just so funny to me. Your lives are so simple and easy. It must be really nice being a human, even though you're all so weak. But maybe it's okay to be weak, if that's what's normal. Yeah, it's pretty great actually. I highly recommend being human. What a species this piece of shit. What if I want to be a wolfkin? Actually, I got more tea. Alright. Pester Terezi. Terezi, finally. I was starting to think I was the last one of us alive. Have you seen Carcat? No. But I've sure as hell heard him. What does that mean? And why are you typing like this? It is very odd. It means that I'm blind now, and I guess I talk like this because KK knocked out all my teeth like some kind of grub-fisted douche. Oh my god. Did he get rid of his lisp? Okay, now he's flipping out. I'm relieved you and he are okay. I was getting so worried he wouldn't answer. Seems like he wants to talk to you, but I was hoping to talk with you a bit first. Hope you don't mind. I mean, I know he minds, but he can smooch my bloody gummy mouth right now. Right on the lisp. Right on the lisp for all I care. I mean lips. That's what I meant to say now that I can. Lips, lips, lips. Wow, it feels so great to say that word. Okay, Solix, we can talk. What is this about you being blind? I hope you don't find it insulting that I wanted to talk to you about it first. You just seemed like the right one to talk to about it. I don't mind. How did it happen? It was Aridin, got me with his fucking science stick, but it's my fault. I totally underestimated him. Oh no. Honestly, I'm okay with it though. I'm fine. I mean, aside from the part about not being able to see goddamn squat. Solix, do you know about Fiefree? Yes. I'm sorry. Me too. But it's okay. I'm okay with that too. It's hard to explain how I'm feeling now. I know that she's happy and okay right now, just like Aradia is. You are sure you're okay? Yes. I feel better than I ever have, really. There's no more noise. I never realized how noisy it was. I can finally react and... Oh. I can finally relax and hear my own thoughts without having to yell them. Or actually just not have thoughts. That's a nice change of pace. That's good. What kind of noises were you hearing? Voices, indiscriminate, indecipherable voices, all talking at once. Voices of the soon-to-be dead. They had been getting louder lately, and I just figured they were all ours. I tuned them out kind of like I pretty much always do, but now that they're gone, the difference is huge. I mean, wow. Maybe since they're gone, it means we won't have to die anymore. I hope you're right. So since I guess you have to learn to be blind now, do you have any tips? So I guess I have to, since I guess I have to learn to be blind now, do you have any tips for me? Tips, 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 tips. Wait, no, that sounds stupid. Yeah, I have plenty of tips. It might take some time though. It took me plenty of time to get used to. Also, I might not be as good of a teacher as I may not be as good a teacher as I had, since I'm not a magical dragon. That's okay. I'm happy to learn from you just being you. Hooray. Where are you guys? Should I come join you? Fuck, I don't know. I'm blind, remember? I'll ask KK. Hang on. What? Something's going on. I smell something in here. What? It smells brighter. Brighter? Trezzy, are you there? Oh shit, no. And Dave. Resist great urge to play Bros Xbox. As usual, you fail to resist the urge. You start thrashing up stunts, something uncanny brutal for your quest. On your quest for, oh god damn it, you were making a play for that sick nasty pack of delirious, mouth-watering Doritos, and this idiot got stuck in the pole again. Time to reset for the third time this hour. Reset. Someone's bothering you. Dave, answer. Oh boy. Hello, hey. I think it's absurd I never introduced myself to you in all that time I spent moping around at the lab. I guess I wasn't in a very good mood. Hi Dave, my name is Aradia. Christ, you're a fan of my websites, aren't you? What asshole gave you my chum handle? Also, what was your favorite thing I did you liked? And what did you think was so great about it? Also, ASL, 6, a girl, and a place very close to you? In fact, I could visit you right now if you would like. Oh, holy shit, okay, you're a troll. Only trolls say they're 6. I don't know what's up with you and that dumb fake age. To be fair, it translates to the same age as you, which at the moment is 12, is it not? Makes no sense, Pi. Understanding disparities in the flow of time should be easy for people like us, let alone understanding disparities in such pedestrian things as units. I am 6 sweeps old. 1 sweep is a little more than 2 years, you dummy. Cool story. Look, it is either the truth or I am just someone who is being a bit playful. What is the harm? Okay, so 2 equals 6. Awesome joke. Or wait, maybe it was just a waste of time. You people think I'm made of the stuff. I know you aren't, but I am. What? Made of time, whereas you are the knight of the very same cosmic faculty. It would seem we have very little in common, Dame, when in fact we have very much. Yeah, I think I'm gonna shut off my phone now. See ya. Yeah, that's definitely what you did the first time we had this conversation, so I will wait patiently until you realize that is not what you're going to do this time. What the fuck? Dave, describe to me why you are now incredulous, please. I remember this. I remember shutting off my phone and never talking to you again, but I'm still talking to you. What's going on? Of course you remember that. This is a memory. No, it's a dream. I'm asleep. Where am I? What is going on here? Come to the window. Why? Because I'm outside. BS, take a look. I don't see anything out there. That is because I'm not out there anymore. Turn around. Got him! Oh, sup. Looks like you're a fairy. Yeah, that's cool. What? Okay, cool. These aren't my shades anymore. John gave me these new ones for my birthday. I remember that, and I wasn't wearing this shirt. It was this one. How'd it get like that? Try to remember. I can't. Wait. I wasn't wearing this, actually. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. I was wearing this suit. No, wait. It was a black one. Are you sure? Yes. And I was playing Spurb, that's right. Then I went to sleep at some point, which is why I'm asleep now. But if I'm dreaming, then why am I not awake as my dream self? Why, indeed. Shit, this wasn't the suit I was wearing. What? It was this ugly fucking rag. Yes. Oh, what the fuck? Oh god, no. What? What the fuck is happening? It was this ugly fucking rag. Yes, I think it looks pretty nice, but go on. Then I went to take a nap, and Terezi said I'd reach God tier. Or I guess show me why I wouldn't. Did it work? Is this part of the process somehow? Nope, sorry. So then, it's just a stupid, pointless dream. Not exactly. Wait. Oh yeah, I woke up and then... Got him. Welp. So then I'm dead. Yes. Then this isn't a memory or a dream at all. It's the afterlife. Yes and no. Yes and two no's. It is the afterlife. But what is happening now is taking place in a bubble which is accessible to the living through dreams under the right conditions. And it is also your memory. The entry point for any bubble is always a memory. Either a memory of the dead or a memory of the living dreamer come to visit. But once you realize it's not, you're just a memory, what happens next is up to you. Okay. Okay, what's going on over here then? Is this some sort of disturbing ghost hallucination? Should I start slapping myself or what? No, this actually did happen. I don't remember this. That's because it isn't your memory. This is Alpha Dave, the one who chose not to take the nap, which led to your death. Fuck, lucky bastard. Then I guess Terezi tricked me. Did she? Didn't you ask for this? It would have been cool to know if picking one option would definitely kill me pointlessly. So yeah, but I guess I kept giving her shit about it, and I knew she was kind of crazy and morbid anyway, so... Whatever, is bro dead there? Evidently, like in reality. Like that's a thing that really happened. Also, is reality still a thing that means something? Can that means something? Can that be a question on the table too? Yes, yes, and yes. Yes, it can be on the table, and yes, reality still means something. Wait, how the fuck are they texting? Why can't they just talk like normal people? Whatever. Blah, blah, blah. Yes, reality still means something, and yes, your guardian did die. Well, damn it, what did I do wrong? Aside from getting my ass killed in the most retarded way possible, nothing. All is well, as it should be. What's he doing, Alphabet? What would you be doing if you were him? I am him, even better. I don't know, would you be upset? Yeah, sorta. Then maybe what you're doing is grieving in whatever way that comes naturally to you. Maybe. You're lucky to be able to. I could not for a long time. But now that I can again, I'm so relieved because I've discovered there's no reason to grieve. Okay, am I talking to someone there? It looks like it. Who? Who do you suspect you'd be talking to in this situation? Probably Terezi, I guess. Maybe she's helping you through this. I don't know. Would she do that? You were helping her, weren't you? Was I? I think so. The living need each other's help, just like the dead do. Alpha Dave still has a long way to go. He's still not at ease with his mortality, but people like us have to be. We have to be prepared to die 1,000 deaths before our quest is complete. The master we serve demands it. So I'm just one dead Dave offered up to the time god. But what about the other dead Daves? They come here too, in their own bubbles. You may cross paths with them if you wish. I think I'm up to my neck in Dave already. Just being one. I know the feeling. Still doesn't seem right though. Why are you even here? Like, why are you showing me this? I'm not showing you, I'm just visiting your bubble. It projects your thoughts and memories, as well as other things relevant to you, much like the clouds in sky. Like the clouds do in sky. But like, if I'm seeing this, shouldn't I be able to do something about it? or stop it from happening, or I don't know, like anything to keep helping my friends, what do I do? Nothing. None of this is your business anymore. It's time to move on. Oh, shit. Where are we now? Oh, look. This was my hive before it was destroyed. Oh, so this is the troll planet. Not cool. Pretty cool. Not really what I pictured. What did you picture? I don't know. It's more subdued. I pictured a lot more mayhem, like a bunch of trolls flying around in little grub pods constantly screaming at each other through bullhorns shaped like buckets. That's very silly and a little perverse. But actually, that sounds like what it might have been, like, on some parts of the planet, so can we not go to those parts? I'll put in a good word with your bubble about it. Awesome. So what am I supposed to do now that I'm dead? What is, like, the primary activity here that ghosts get their shit worked up over? Like, where are the fucking haunt-offs? Where are the haunt-offs at is what I'm asking. I don't know about these haunt-offs, but there's plenty of time to satisfy various curiosities you might have had about existence and whatnot. Boring. It is. Just kidding. That sounds cool. Oh, yes. What else? There are all sorts of friends to meet. Ones you already know and ones you don't. There's plenty of time for just about anything. Lots and lots of time. Enough time to understand that time isn't much of anything at all. It isn't. Time is like a game. Just one fun game in reality's cupboard, which is full of them. It is the one we are the best at, while other people are better at the other games. But when all the games are back in the cupboard, everyone is about the same. And games are fun, but sometimes you don't realize how much fun you are having until they're all over. And sometimes you look back and realize for some stupid reason you aren't having any fun at all. Then you laugh. Ha! I bet you meant to laugh a whole lot less. You meant to laugh a whole lot less shitty than that. That laugh will suffice. Hey, want to see inside my hive? Yeah, sure, well, how about later? Not that that doesn't sound cool, but I kind of want to just go home and I guess chill for a while, because I guess it was all a bit much. And if that's okay, and I guess also possible, it is quite possible and more than okay. What the fuck is he doing there? It seems you have a hive guest, Dave. Oh, hell no. Is this who I think it is? Tavros has been looking forward to meeting you. Hey, first, okay, I think you're fantastic, which is to say, just an enviably cool guy who I admire. Let's put that compliment on the table where we can both see it. Holy shit, looks like I found another point in time to bother you, and I guess you're more emotionally susceptible. Dude, are those sick fires you're packing there? You best not be bringing that fire into my bubble lest you plan on dropping that shit. Oh, bro, these are without any confusion to be noted as some truly unhealthy incendiaries. They are in above average need of medical attention. So in other words, to complete the analogy, I hope you know a licensed physician. I am your general fucking practitioner. Doctor's orders are to shut up and burn down my goddamn office. I'll break your brittle ass like a graham cracker and we'll roast s'mores over the fucking flaming debris. Have I made myself clear? Ah ha ha, yes, and certain features of your pale anatomy may serve as the marshmallow ingredient needed for the molten stack. I will provide the fudge. Gross, dude. So alrighty, just like so we're clear. This is like a hell bubble, right? It's my eternal punishment to have shitty wrap-offs with this tool forever. Is that it? Is that it? Yes, you figured out the mystery. I guess I had it coming for a flagrant lifetime spent being unbelievably fucking incredible at rap and just about practically everything else. Except not dying. You may think so. Bah. You may think so, but then again, you have not faced Team Charge in a match of slam poetry, have you? Oh yes. Just kidding, I'm no good at slam poetry. Haha, sorry. Oh. So, is he dead? He looks dead. Yeah, he's dead. What about you? You don't look dead. Are you dreaming? No, I'm wide awake, and physically I stand before you in person. So, you're not dead? Oh no. I am very much alive, and I intend to stay that way. What? I don't get. I don't get it. John, prepare to leave castle. Okay then. I guess I will get going. Go where? To keep looking for my dad. Are you sure you don't have more important things to worry about? Um, are you saying that I'm still not supposed to find him yet? John, please, I thought you were done getting the future spoon-fed to you like this. I've told you that you'll find your dad eventually. That should be good enough, but don't you think it's time to start taking your responsibility more seriously? Well, yeah, but what responsibility do you mean? We just... oh. We just concluded that I'm going to fight Jack, and there is a possibility I will fail. He could kill me easily for all I know, but it's something I have to try. And if I do fail, your plan will serve as a backup. There's a lot riding on you, John. On both of us. Okay, so you're saying I should go get the tumor now instead of putting it off. I'm not telling you to do anything. Just reminding you what's at stake. Wait, I mean the tumor. Wait, I mean the tumor. Why don't we just call it what it is? A big fucking bomb in the core of your battlefield. Oh boy. Yeah, which is what I was wondering about. How am I supposed to get it out? I guess go find a cave or something? Yes, you could probably go looking for a sanctioned entry point, or you could just do what winners in a hurry do. What? Cheat. Is that even possible? It's practically always possible. I won't tell you how, but I will point out that you could start making better use of your powers than facilitating noisy joyrides. Is that what Earth is like, by the way? A bunch of humans flying around in little wheeled pods constantly beeping at each other with their chauffeur familiars? No, well, maybe some places, but cars stay on the ground, because science fiction hasn't happened yet. Anyway, I'm just saying, it's time to do something useful and impressive with your powers. Deliberately for a change. You are a god now, remember? Yes, but all I can do is make a lot of wind blow around. How is that going to help? Use your imagination. That windy thing of yours is more versatile than you think. Alright, I will try. Oof. Good. I think it's time for me to get going too. I will prepare for battle. Oh man. I guess if there is nothing I can do to change your mind, and it's something you really have to do, then I understand, but how about this? What? Can this not be the last time we talk before you go? It'd be nice to hear from you at least once before you leave to fight him. Yeah, you got it. I'll message you before I leave. In my future, too. None of this messaging me in the past nonsense before I even know you. Of course. Okay, great. I will hold you to that, Vriska. It will be a certainty. That said, there's no need for any sort of farewell. Oh, that said, there's no need for any sort of farewell right now. Go do your amazing windy thing, John. Be creative. I'll talk to you later. Okay, I will. Later. Be creative. Blue is not a creative color. Motherfucking Jesus. Oh. Motherfucking drill. Motherfucking drill. More wine for the lady? This woman does sure seem to like her wine. The gentleman has never met a woman quite so taken with the drink, or one as enchanting or beautiful for that matter. Oops. The fellow has stained the mademoiselle's fine garment. The gaff is unforgivable, and the only true course of chivalry will be to liberate the damsel from the sodden cloth and launder it immediately. But the lady has no concern for the purity of her finery. She has other things on her mind altogether. The woman has never met a gentleman so strong and considerate and handsome. She cannot tell for certain if her intoxication is due to her seventh glass of wine or the contours of his proud, powerful nose and the sensual aroma wafting from his pipe. The man and the woman are at ease. They have everything because they have each other. They know that together they can make it through anything, whether trouble brings a bit of spilled wine on a chic lab coat or reduces the very castle beneath their feet to ruin. Oh no, it's a Jack. Vriska, read Weinfang's journal. Oh, fuck! Okay. On the 14th bilunar perigee of the second dim season's equinox, the orphaner poses a colliginous riddle like no other I've met. I am presuming him bothered by jealousy, and it would be sickening if it were not so marvelously amusing. But then, who but royalty could have the finned cheek to show disdain for the manner in which his black lover conducts her red conquests? Less has accelerated Meeker than I to homicide, and the violation would hold me aghast again if his misgivings did not complement his so endearing arsenal of quaint flaws. It is impossible to stifle this grin even now as I write. He surely understands this as my maritime overlord, a superior wealth, though gritting fangs he would concede the expanse of my plunder, makes his seem hardly worthwhile to trouble a map with good ink over. I know he understands. I will take what I want. I expect nothing less from Dulskar, and truly, less would offend me. It is the crude blood of the suitors from which I have taken enjoyment recently. If his displeasure is with my blithe treatment of the social order, then he has either not spent enough time in the warm company of my indifference, or is simply very stupid. I give the look he gave. He is so secure in knowing that I can't feel what is in his mind, he forgets the traitorous ways of his own face. His little looks are words to me, interjections in our deliciously bitter repartee. First a look as I summon a slave from the hold, with such ease between my remarks. Why, yes, Dulskar, they were the very slaves in your hold until but this hour. Another ship deployed carelessly, languishing in strategic vulnerability. Is this not our routine, our dance? What is this look, my dear Kismesis? Is it shame, envy, contempt for what he knows will follow? I nod her over. She is fearful. It makes her prettier. He scoffs without a movement or sound. I know there is disgust feeding the shadows in his corner of my block. At least prick her in the light, he surely thinks. Determine what vulgar hue she bleeds before persisting with your assessment? Yeah. Or with your abasement? I don't fucking know. I don't care. Marquise, do you understand? Do try to understand, Orphaner. Not knowing what is the point. And if you truly understand this, your crusade against the Gambligans would not be among our grand high-blood's most uproaring punchlines, if only one truly needed to be so high to find it amusing. And not knowing, I take her will, but leave enough of it to enjoy her response. Her hands are in my service, but they still shake. They unfasten the first button at my jacket's waist, clumsily. I have masked the line between my puppeteering and her volition exquisitely, and her uncertainty over her own control fuels her fear. She unfastens the second button, and between the second and third I make a casual remark to Dulskar, continuing our conversation. He does not respond. I look again at the face of my slave, imagining for a moment her mind is not an unguarded port for her every dread. I imagine I cannot feel her conviction, that it is not merely a matter of whether she will be put to the irons, but how hot they will be if she fails to please. Poor thing, her horns make attractive shapes, and pair themselves pleasantly amidst her violent snarls of hair. Her fingers, which I have lost track of to my surprise, have come between the petticoat and my skin. The heat of her touch tells me the likely range for the color of her blood. I wouldn't have guessed it to look at her, not with her sign stripped. Her mouth opened slightly. I squint. Ah, razor sharp and none missing. Perfect. And how disappointing it is to find quivering lips hiding dull teeth. I pause to consider. What will her fear become if I choose to show her mercy later? And even in days, kindness. Would this be the red dalliance that becomes fully flushed? Love demands my cunning just as my raids. If it is to be, she will never understand how thoroughly she was manipulated. Her body, her mind, her devotion. I remember Dualscar again. My distraction from our banter was momentarily absolute. I inquire into the shadows, but he is gone. Then go, my Kismesis. Fume with the indignation I gave you. I can only pray it blackens our bond. I must know such exhibitions agitate him, and hence why I bother. Otherwise it would be easy to dismiss him before I partook. Let it be a gift of antagonization to you, my dear rival, on which you may brew pitch for me anew, and if it is true envy, a vermilion yearning. I can't abide. Then, though it pains me, it will be farewell. Alas, it may be that I am too good at spurring hate, too good at least for him. I only hope he is not so foolish as to tread a path of less torrid malice, for if he does... What? We are... Oh boy. Very interesting little continuation of life here going on with this dumb bullshit. Okay. On the 16th, my suspicions have been confirmed. I am not grinning anymore, Dualscar. Our orderly contention has dissolved right before my vision. Eightfold. It was once a handsome black, but now sits like a good strong tea, sullied and cooled by unwelcome dairy. Thus my heart was broken twice. I was fond of the slave. There was surely promise in her red investment. He had her assassinated. And so I am visited by a bit of bad luck for a change. It is not possible to evade it forever, I suppose. It will simply have to endure the misfortune of observing his base... observing his base and artless measures. Oh. Measures of retaliation. Okay. Oh, it's going down for real. He's applied his own resources to increase the bounty on my head. I wonder if he intends such a laughably ineffectual gesture as anything more than a formality, a symbol of his intent, if not my smile. How it threatens to revisit, almost. I have broken laws, yes, but what has there been to pay for? If any act I've taken should demand a bounty, it was paid up front. I foot the bill myself, with guile and supremacy. Honk. What? Oh, shit! Oh, shit! Oh, the fucking shit! If only my hoard were as bottomless as his desire to disappoint me. He is set on cowardice, deferring to others to settle his score. Doesn't he remember what he has confided? It would be easy to give the evidence to her imperious condensation, and he would be killed quickly for his unthinkable presumption. He's taken a great risk harboring red ambitions for an empress who will never know his name. Not that I'll sink to his tactics, but then he feels safety in knowing this. My sources say he is en route. Oh, God, no. What? On the 21st, I've learned Dulskar has reported to the Grand High Blood all the intelligence he has on me and my fleet. It was information he had guarded closely to protect our once mutually cherished rivalry. He couldn't let it fall into the wrong hands, lest another besiege me more effectively and cause me to wax for the usurper. Not that he'd raised that mast particularly high himself. The shortcomings I managed to overlook for the sake of a lover. I would have enjoyed witnessing the entertainment he prepared to please the High Blood. His sense of humor was dreadful. It would have been a true miracle if he'd survived the appointment. Funny, I always imagined a grander entry in my journal for your demise, Dulskar. But I should have realized you would die as you lived. A joke. One more humorous little sacrifice kindly given to the subjugulators. And one step closer to the release of the vast honk they prophesied. I am overjoyed to understand now that this was always your destiny. Oh my God, he's killed everyone. He's just wearing all their shit. Why is he just sucking people's bloods? It's been nearly a week since Dulskar's fitting end, and I'd all but forgotten the matter. It seems the subjugulators were not particularly inspired by his revelations about my affairs. Sources tell me their response was to commission one of the court's neophyte legislators to conduct the investigation and bring me to justice. Neophyte Redglare is reported to be quite talented. I find no reason to doubt this. Still, how can I be caused any unrest to learn their recourse is to send a lone, inexperienced bureaucrat to apprehend me? I cannot view this as anything other than full concession by the High Bloods. They now only seek to maintain the appearance of pursuing me. Maybe they find my exploits amusing. I couldn't possibly disagree. Those rare moments when my superiors show wisdom come perilously close to restoring my faith in the social order. As for Redglare, it would surprise me if I ever heard her name again. If she finds me, then I welcome her challenge, but I am so confident she will play no relevant role in my future, I won't even bother peering into my oracle to satisfy my curiosity. 3x Showdown combo. Let's go. The Ruiner has awoken. Oh shit. It's a bottle of Faygo. Is he gonna sip it, or is he just gonna chill? What's going on here? This is a little too tense. It's a little too cold. Everyone's got their super duper badass drawings. That is way too detailed. That's just okay. Who is this? I don't remember all their symbols. It's this person. Oh, it's fuck, I can't remember her name. Goddamn, why are there so many of them? Also, goddamn, that's one way to put someone down. Right in the nuts. Oh, is she about to just body everyone? Oh, God. She is not happy. Holy fuck. Oh, the chainsaw's out. Okay. What the fuck? Shades, descend. Hey. That was way too long. Fucking. No, don't do. Oh, that's fucking gross. That's so fucking gross. What the fuck does it even say? Oh, it's just not fun. That might have been the most badass thing ever. Be Jack Noir. You are now Jack Noir. You have just murdered an innocent family. What will you do? Accessorize immediately. You begin claiming trophies to celebrate your magnificent triumph over the defenseless, loving couple. The man's hat suits you perfectly. It is plain and serviceable. Yes, that looks so good. The only way the look could possibly be improved is if it was blacker. Or bloodier. Take prize from the lady. Oh shit. This beautiful scarf will look quite dramatic as you soar through the air, scouring the surface, looking for new victims. It is finely crafted, and the fabric is wonderfully soft. Your powerful nose detects perfume. The odor is pleasant. Wait, this pipe is great too. It makes you look dignified and thoughtful. Yes, this will be your trophy as well. Jack, trophy binge. What the fuck? Yes, yes, all of the glorious trophies will belong to you. There is no possession of the fallen so trivial that it would not make a splendid adornment to your intimidating visage. Wait, no, this is in fact so very, very stupid. Stomp it out. This is no way for a killer of your elite profile to dress. Your rise to omnipotence has had a regrettable influence on your vanity, it seems. Have you forgotten the original grievance with frivolous attire that got you here? That's it. No more trophies. You're swearing off trophies forever. Probably. Okay, you will keep one trophy. But only one. You can never stay mad at Cal. He is a true friend. The only you have ever known. Oh. God, you are so bored. Sniff, cut out new prey. Oh, he's gonna go find Windboy. It used to be that when you were bored with paperwork, you would go distract yourself by sharpening one of your favorite knives, or giving your most disapproving scowl through a fenestrated wall to survey the kingdom. But those were simpler times. There is only one cure for boredom benefiting a demigod, and that is more senseless killing. You consult your proud long snout for assistance with the hunt. You pick up the maddening scent of one of the young graveyard stuffers. You are sure it is the same one you slaughtered earlier, and yet his stench remains, confounding you from every direction. It is as if the breeze which carries it deliberately seeks to obfuscate the odor's origin. Your thoughts become more murderous with each blustery taunt. succumb to unfathomable bloodlust. You are consumed by murderous thought, and you prepare to embark on a killing spree to end all. Oh, for fuck's sake, you start thinking about dog things again. Why do bones have to be so delicious and enticing? Suppressed thoughts of unfathomable sausages. You successfully suppress all the thoughts of delicious little wrapped wieners and infuriating things like mail and its agents of delivery. But in the process, you awaken your deepest and darkest feelings of all. Feelings of loyalty? How completely despicable. But no, that's not quite all there is. Could it also be love? It must be. It is the only emotion that could possibly make you feel so utterly disgusted with yourself. And it is surely why you couldn't go through with it. You could not do it. You could not kill the girl. What? Jack, contact DD. You get the draconian dignitary on the line. He asks what the hell you've been up to. You say it doesn't matter. You have a point of serious business to discuss with him. He makes sure you're remembering to keep the destructive impulses to a minimum. No more planet exploding or anything like that. You say, yeah. He says no point in securing power when there's nothing left to rule. You say God, it's not the point. Lousy, stupid dignitary, all keeping your murderous tendencies in check. He's the most terrible guy you almost kind of didn't despise completely. Listen to SS. You attempt to humor the sovereign slayer's demands diplomatically. There's a narrow line to walk between obeying the orders of a clear superior and blindly facilitating a perfectly useless genocide. It takes a very savvy breed of psychopath to pull it off. The Slayer is yapping about some girl, presumably one of the young players who can no longer provide any serious threat to your rule. But he wants you to go kill her anyway. You ask why he doesn't kill her himself. He says it's complicated. This guy, you swear. You tell him you're busy with things that actually matter, like running this kingdom on his behalf, and levying taxes, suppressing consorts, all the unpleasant chores he would never dirty his snout with. He says this is more important than any of this stuff. You say fine, just send the droll after her. There's a moment of radio silence. He says, you mean the courtyard droll? He wants to make sure this is the same droll you're talking about. You say, yeah, what's the problem? He says, you mean the very same droll who couldn't manage one simple task assigned to him, to steal the White Queen's ring from the very same adoring and wonderful girl, and master and friend in question? Wait, he says he just means girl. Just girl, you didn't hear any of that. You don't say anything. He says fine, you win. Sick the stupid droll on her. What does he care? DD contact CD. You hit up the droll. The Slayer was right. This guy is clearly incompetent. Still, the only real objective here is to get him to stop breathing down your neck with his awful dog breath. Looks like the droll's on the battlefield. He says he's still looking for the Queen's ring. He says he's made a new friend to help him with his search, but it's terribly breezy on this planet, and his new friend keeps blowing around, making the search more difficult. He says thank goodness he's not wearing one of his finer hats. It would be just dreadful trying to keep it on his head in such weather. You say you don't care about any of that stuff, and tell him to shut up. Listen to DD. The dignitary is one of your superiors who makes you nervous. The list of superiors who makes you nervous, in fact, includes all of your superiors. In fact, many of your inferiors as well. He tells you to forget the ring. You failed the mission. And you are never going to find it. There's a new mission. You say, oh? He says, yeah. And let go of the goddamn rabbit. You say, okay, but don't actually let go. You say you will be happy to begin the new mission very soon. But first there is this pretty blue tornado ahead you were meaning to investigate. Perhaps other locals it has attracted will know something about the ring. He says, "For the love of God, will you forget about the tornado in the ring?" You don't say anything and look longingly at the tornado again. He says, "Fine. If you really must examine a meaningless and extraordinarily dangerous exhibit of meteorological phenomenon, then go ahead. But be ready to embark on the mission not a moment later." You say, "All right," and wonder what you should do to prepare. He asks if you have a good winter hat. You nearly drop the radio in excitement. Jack, wait. There. Now that those wheels are in motion, you guess you can put your mind at ease for a while. You find nothing quite so troubling as the intrusion of a positive emotion. You are momentarily affected. You are momentarily afforded the peace of mind to resume a dull, quiet life of semi-restrained murder. Maybe you will wait here and see if the boy shows up. It is reasonable to assume he will seek these adults. Certainly easier to let him come up. Certainly easier to come to Certainly easier to let him come to you than follow an untraceable scent. Or maybe you will take a look inside this castle. Perhaps there are other survivors here fit for the offering. Or for the offing. You guess that could serve some amusement. You wonder if it will always be like this. What sort of future does a new god have to look forward to? Will this malaise follow you for eternity? Will you be perpetually tempted to destroy everything you see, knowing that in just a few moments of recklessness, you will be left with nothing else to destroy forever? What will eternity feel like when a single moment of boredom feels like an eternity unto itself? You wish you could consult the clouds for answers, but they never show you anything. The reckoning can't wipe this place out soon enough. Be future Jack Noir. Oh, hey. You are now future Jack. Presently you are trapped in a single moment, which increasingly feels like an eternity. Your boredom is surpassed only by your all-consuming rage and contempt for existence itself. Hours ago, you entered an unfamiliar session. You killed 1,000 robotic assailants. You destroyed 12 planets with ease, methodically and methodically and cyclically, like a single stained hand of a defective clock smearing each number as it passes. You reduced Prospit and Durst to dust, murdered a whole bunch of alien kids in yellow and purple pajamas. Your warpath of absolute devastation had only begun to be blazed. There was still miles and bloody miles to send forth, but when the dust of Durst settled, this infuriating fairy appeared out of thin air and froze you in time. But she can't keep you like this forever, and when she finally lets you go, you will be ready. What will you do, aside from nothing, that is? Wait. Oh shit. You attempt to be patient. You fail miserably. Be Aradia. You are now the Maid of Time, recently resurrected from the Crypt of Durst. Your name is Aradia Megiddo. For the first time in your life, you feel truly alive. You've just incapacitated Jack Noir with a spell, but a demon so powerful requires your full concentration to subdue. He will break free any moment. You may release him and die now, or you may continue to hold him and die later. What will you do, aside from die, that is? Aradia, release him. Oh, got him. Oh. What? What? Holy shit, she made it! She made it to the motherfucking green sun. Soon friends will arrive. They will need your help. She made it to the motherfucking green sun. Whose memory is this? It appears to be yours. At least that's how it begins. Enter bubble. Wait a minute. This is not specifically your memory. Oh shit. It's hers. Oh, no, no, no. Oh, no, oh, no, no. What? What? Who's... You son of a bitch. It's motherfucking cow. I agree with that face. Oh shit, no. Oh god. The wallet was in cow the whole time. The wallet was in cow the whole time. Report discovery. Oh, that's why he was fucking. Everything makes sense. Solix, hey, what's two up? You'll never guess what I just found. Won't I? I doubt it. Was it matching was it the matching ruin site? What? Was it the matching ruin site? Yes, how did you know? I don't know, just a weird feeling. I feel like we had this conversation before and that it was about. That's what it was about. Yeah, me too. What do you think it means? Probably nothing, but now not only does it feel like we had this conversation before, but it's going differently this time too, so it's extra weird. Maybe your voices are involved. I don't know, maybe. Maybe yours are too. I don't hear a goddamn thing, do you? Wait, yes. She's very quiet though, I can't tell what she's saying. Oh well. Why don't we pretend like there is no spooky paranormal phenomenon going on just once and talk about what you wanted to talk about? Good idea. Do you remember what we talked about regarding Kanye's ruins? Sorta. I asked you for help in understanding the glyphs, I guess. Are you just being difficult or do you really not remember? Excuse me. I guess I don't find the whole mystery of the ruins too exciting as you. Okay, well, obviously, but I really appreciate your help anyways. Sure. How can I help then? Well, you said you need another set of glyphs to make sense of them. You speculated there might be another set of ruins. You even guessed that they would be blue. It turns out you were right. Don't you think that is pretty cool? Oh yeah, I'm awesome about that, for sure. But I can't shake the feeling these ruins are going to be nothing but trouble for us. But you say that about everything. Oh. That's because it's fucking true about everything. No, it's not. I did find some other neat things down here too, which are strange but quite harmless. And not foreboding in the least. Like what? Like this amazing hat. It's an authentic archaeologist's hat. It's so hard to find them in this style. There are no horn holes, but I love it anyway. It's great. Pretty sweet, eh? Hey, didn't you also find some... What is that? Some bits and pieces of your bizarre robot doppelganger? I wasn't gonna tell you about that. Damn it, how did you know? I don't know, I just remembered some more shit about this discovery. God, sorry. This is stupid, yeah? Well, I guess this is the kind of shit you have to deal with when two psychics talk to each other about stuff. Maybe. Why don't we pick this up again later when we're not feeling so weird? Well, okay. Sorry to interrupt. I wanted to give you both the chance to remember, but it doesn't look like this is going anywhere. What the fuck? Whoa, what? Is it coming back yet? Is what coming back? Who are you? Whoa, hold on. Why am I talking like you suddenly? This is a memory in a dream bubble. That's right. Oh, that doesn't really answer my question, but okay. You changed your voice because you remembered, like I did. Remember what? That I died. This is my memory, and also hers. But also, I went on to become the robot whose remains are in this crater. Whereas she did not. I actually don't know her story or how she got here. But for me, this was the end of the road. This is the afterlife. What? Okay. I don't actually know her story or how she got here, but for me, this is the end of the road. This is afterlife. Well, shit. I guess I'm dead too. Nope. You're just asleep. You're also blind. Holy shit, I can't see. Yeah, that's what being blind means. Wow, awesome. Way to be awesomely sympathetic to my new problem. Solix, will you shut up and stop being so tragic for once? You knew this was going to happen. Your prophecy of personal doom were practically all you ever talked about. I think you were looking forward to this, honestly. She's right. I can't believe this. It's almost as if I'm getting double teamed. Damn it, that didn't feel right at all. I think I might have to retire my whole bifurcation gimmick, puns and alls. Actually, that's kind of a relief. Maybe you're right. I'm feeling better about this already. Great. You should be able to relax now that you've been released from the curse of your vision twofold, just like you said you'd be. And now you are merely doomed. Oh, that's awesome. Being doomed isn't that bad. I spent most of my life that way, remember? At least you have the luxury of understanding, and the best part of being doomed is you only have to put up with it until you die. That's the spirit. Actually, I guess I don't have to keep talking like I'm doomed anymore, do I? Nope, this is weird. What am I even listening to here? Fuck, I cannot believe I just made that face. Ha, god damn it. Oh yeah, also, why the fuck are my teeth missing? I don't know. Okay, well, great. Glad we got to the fucking bottom of that mystery. Mystery. I can't even lisp anymore if I try. Please don't laugh. I can tell you're both enjoying this. I can smell it using my new blind guy nose powers. Really? No, not literally. I was joking. I mean, not yet. Maybe I'll ask TZ about it when I wake up, though. Hey, what was that noise? What noise? I think someone else is here. Oh, it's Jade. Jade, what the fuck? Who's Jade? She's one of the humans we met after you died. Okay, I guess I'm out of the loop on chronology for once. That's fine, you'll catch up. Hey guys, I hope I'm not— What the fuck? Hope I'm not interrupting. Well, yeah, you kind of are sort of a reunion of close departed friends going on here, but no big deal. Oh no, I can leave. No, don't. Solix, try to be polite. There's no reason at all for you to feel hostile towards them anymore. Jade is very nice and she did nothing wrong. None of them did, so when you wake up, maybe you should try to reconcile with them. Or at the very least, just say hello. Did you? Did I what? Did you be nice to them before you exploded? Well, no. But I should have. I did with you before I left, didn't I? I guess so. This is awkward. Shush you. What actually happened after I died? It sounds complicated. It is. I'll get you up to speed, I promise. But guys, come on. Let's not scare away our guest. Okay, then. I'll shut up. I think one radio saying things is more than enough, probably. You can say that again. But I mean, don't say it again, literally, because that's kind of the whole point. It would be completely Oh my god, shut up. It's okay. I can take another nap later when you guys aren't busy. No, Jade, it's okay. Please stay. I'm curious about why you're here. Well, I've just been enjoying these little naps more and more lately. Each time I go to sleep, I meet more new people and learn so much. But I still can't get Carcat to take a nap. Boy, talk about a guy who is anti-nap. Haha, yeah, what a douche. Seriously, he's the douchiest of Krabby Crabs who ever douched a big douchey crab. Lol. But yeah, it's been fun. I should really thank Fifery again for setting it up so we could meet like this. Wait, FF is here? Yep. Oh god, why didn't that occur to me? Where is she? Probably in another bubble, but you'll find her. Maybe during your next nap. Well, shit. Why can't I just go glub around out there in the ring and find her somehow? I mean, aside from the fact that I'm blind and completely useless, navigating between bubbles is difficult here. It's better to drift between them naturally as they intersect. not spatially, but through common points in memory. To navigate the furthest ring, you need to have mastered the flow of time. That is why I am here. I am alive again, so I may assist the dead in this way. Jade, tell me, have you seen me here before? I mean, me dressed like this. Dressed like I am now, wearing my godhood. Yeah, you were really nice and helpful. Wait, what? You're wearing a godhood? Why didn't you tell me? What gives? Or that you came back to life? I'm wearing a hood and have butterfly wings. What else would you like to know? Man, being blind is dumb. Can I, like, grope you or something to get up to date on your appearance? Would that be weird? Yes, Solix, that would be pretty weird. I think your outfit looks cute. I love your wings, too. Thanks. Thank you. Your outfit is quite spiffy, too. I like that skirt a lot, especially. Is that a skirt? I'm not sure. Rolling eyes. Is what I would be doing if that were possible. Hey, come on, you were making a point. Yes, okay, you see, these encounters you've had with me before have not happened for me yet, because I've only just arrived. Time travels strange path here, as does space. If you travel a great enough distance, you may discover you are also traveling either backwards or forwards in time as well. Just as if you stay in one place for too long, the geometry of space surrounding you will become unreliable. You may swat the air to your left and discover you've just slapped yourself. The only way to make sense of it is to understand either property very well. And since I am new here, I have some learning to do just like everyone else. But I know one thing. I knew that the first bubble I would enter would be an important one for me to visit. What's so important about it? Hang on, we're moving on to a new memory. Hold that thought. It is important because it will help us begin to understand why we are all here. What do you mean, why we are all here? You mean in the afterlife. That's easy. Because she's asleep, she's dead, you're alive, and I'm dead. Or I'm blind. Couldn't be simpler. No, not why we're in this bubble now, but why we all exist in the first place and why we all went on this venture together. Oh, that. There is much to understand, and I believe it all begins with one sequence of events. Watching will help those who've passed to understand the purpose of their sacrifice, and those still living to understand what must be done to complete the journey still ahead. We will let the memories lead the way. Are you guys ready? I am ready. Okay, let's allow the next memory to take shape. I believe it is Kanye's. I will reprise my role in a conversation I had with her shortly after I discovered the ruins. Everybody hide and try not to spoil it for her until she remembers. Now this is just weird as shit. Hey, Kanye. There's something I want to give you. Oh, really? Yeah, that's right. Kanaya. See, calling her Kanye really is fucking with the rote memorization of her name. Also, name and face is not my forte. There's something I want to give you. Oh, really? Yes, it's something very odd I found when I discovered the ruins the other night. I don't know what it is, I don't know what its archaeological significance is yet, but I suspect you will be able to repair it. This isn't a dream, isn't it? This is a dream, isn't it? Wow, wow, you figured that out very fast. It seems obvious. Either I'm sleeping or I'm dead. Which is it? Oh, I'm sure you are alive. You're unconscious now and will likely wake up as your new self very soon. My new self. Yes, you are undergoing a metamorphosis for which you've been groomed for since you were very young, much like I was for my various personal iteration, including this one. You mean being a ghost, then a frog, then a robot, then a fairy. Yes, but it sure sounds silly when you list them all like that. Kind of. What do you mean we have been groomed? Well, that is what we are about to find out. If you will oblige us by continuing with this memory. Okay, what do I do? Why don't we go through this conversation again to the best of our recollection? But I guess rather than acting it out, we can just talk about it. The old-fashioned way. What was what we were attempting before not old-fashioned? I have no idea. It seems to me the nature of the afterlife is probably very old-fashioned. Maybe even the most old-fashioned a thing can get. Huh, yeah, you know what I mean, though. Yes, then. This was when you were about to give me that unusual gift from the ruins. Yes. I then had Solix deliver the pieces to you so you could stitch it back up. Solix, that is your cue. So come out, come out and play the part. So we don't have to hide anymore? No, of course not. Obviously the jig is up. Everyone can come out now. Yay. Oh, what the fuck? Even Cal's there. So, like, okay, so I'm supposed to act out what I did before. When I brought her the silly doll parts. Is that what's going on here? Yeah, I'm still not sure Radia's supposed to be role-playing. I'm still not sure, Radio. Are we supposed to be role-playing? No, guys, come on. This isn't complicated. We're just revisiting the past just like we would if we were talking about it. But now it just so happens we can watch it happen as we're talking about it. As a matter of fact, this story does involve a role-playing game, but not in that way. This is kind of stupid. You're stupid and you sound stupid. Hopey this like, well, why the fuck is my mouth full of all these teeth suddenly? I don't know, but you may be waking up soon. Oh, okay, great. Though I will miss the rest of the cool story, okay? Maybe not if we hurry this along. Wait, before we do. Hey, hi, Kanye. It's nice to meet you. Hi, Jade. What is that thing you're wearing? You don't like it? No, I didn't mean to sound disapproving. I do think more colorful apparel suits you better. Yes, I know you told me. I did? Yes, you probably haven't yet. Not from your perspective. I cannot help but overhear you are asleep now. You told me all about what happened after you woke up. About what? About how you turned into a vampire. What's a vampire? Oh, what? This is ridiculous. Solix is right. I mean, Solix. Kanye, tell us what happened next. There isn't much to say. I repaired the doll and made him a nice outfit, with a far more becoming palette and fit than the absurd tatters he was found in. I thought, at least. Yes, should there be anything else to the story? Not really. Isn't that Dave's puppet? Yes. Aw, shit, I guess I'm out of here. Bye, Solix. See you later, everybody. Bye. Anyway, that is all I can remember. I quickly began to find the doll unnerving, so I put him away. To my knowledge, he has remained secure in my block ever since. Is he relevant in some way? Guys, why do you have Dave's puppet? What's going on here? Yes, Aradia, you seem to have foreknowledge of this narrative. Maybe you can tell us why any of this is important. This is only a piece of the story. The other pieces will fall into place with successive memories and it would all become clear. But yes, alright, I will eliminate some suspense and try to serve as a better guide on this tour through the catacombs of our collective subconscious. The separate tunnels we once traveled in the dark as individuals, we now retrace together with a torch. On the walls we illuminate the ruins which describe a convoluted origin story, an origin we participated in. We were spurred to these actions by that which was being originated, and incited to acts of revenge as we were turned against each other. Oh shit, Tavros is here now. I don't remember this. I mean, I remember getting jumped off the cliff by my legs, but not the thing I'm doing now. No, our manipulator disguised his tracks well. Do I have to lie on the floor like that? Or like this? Is that important? No, Tavros, you can get up. Also, can we, or at least I, be not in this memory, because this one's not as great as most. We will leave it soon, but you're doing something very important here. What was I doing? Writing a part of the code. What? What in the fuck? Oh, hola. Hey, yo, Nacho. How you doing? An incomplete fragment consisting of 4 symbols, comprising the first word of a binary refrain, a pair of sounds emerging from the belly of a fabled tyrant's menace, but you authored only one sound of the pair. Oh shit. I would write the other. Oh, what the fuck? What? Talk? What, just going tick-tock? Oh god, what does this turn into? In the suit of my ruined hive, I scrawled my part of the code, completing the phrase of legend, the persisting sound said to accompany the ultimate demise of the tyrant. Less an arm and an eye. But even these 8 characters, the scrawling of charge, were still but half the code. What? Break? Tick-tock break? What? There was another half by Scourge in 2 parts. 1 part, 3 symbols. Tick-tock break heads? And the other 5. Why the scale was tipped in this way between sisters, I cannot say. Each fragment would be transcribed in our rulebooks, sealing the collaboration between Rust Bloods and Blue Bloods. Completing the code for our session's architect. Not exactly. There was another fragment. Oh. Yes. An additional 8 symbols from a wildcard source, I suppose. Honk. Honk. What the tick-tock break heads honk honk? It came from a timeline not meant to happen. The one I came from to ensure it wouldn't, thus sealing my fate. What the fuck? I believe the fragment was gibberish from a lunatic after completing his rampage through our session. Since it was not part of the scripted chronology, I was oblivious until it was too late to stop it. Not that it would matter if I did. The timeline had already gone astray. I pieced together what had happened by sleuthing the various scenes. And discovered the text which the code was recorded in. I decided to return to the Alpha timeline with the text as evidence for his madness, I guess. In the Alpha timeline, this text was destroyed in an explosion caused by a computer virus. This explosion did not take place in my timeline. I identified this event as the difference prompting the offshoot, and returned to our planet via the reckoning just as I did at the end of my life, though that time deliberately, to influence events quietly to make sure it happened, and later joined the rest of our doomed selves to help defeat the king. The others surely had similar responsibilities along the way. As for the book, I lost track of it shortly after I arrived. Yes, we all lost track of our books. They were gathered surreptitiously by agents assigned to the task. And in the veil, their codes were merged with the ghost imprints of other mysterious artifacts. Oh shit. Oh shit. Our first guardian was brought to life on the seed to pass through Skya's final gate of defense. The first to find Alternia. B. Scratch. What the fuck? You once again try to be DC Doc Scratch and fail spectacularly. You can't be him no matter how hard you try. It is impossible. In fact, I think it would be for the best if I commandeered the narrative completely for a while. I trust you won't mind if I speak in white. It's not actually negotiable, but as a courtesy, I will enclose my words between a pair of visually audible brackets. I am doing this because I can. Oh. I'm also doing it because I'm expecting a guest to arrive shortly. This should enable me to show the man the sort of hospitality he deserves, while doing the same for you. My apartment doesn't have a doorbell. Why would a omniscient fellow need it to be alerted to the presence of a visitor? I know he will be right on time, which is to say, early. And if I did have a doorbell, you would have just witnessed this ring. He is here. He is already here. Oh. Ooh. My door is not fitted with a peephole either. Those without eyes or without limits to their knowledge will have no need for peeping. I am without either. I have never once peeped at or through something, and I doubt I ever will. Apertures built into physical surfaces to reveal what's hidden behind them are for those with peculiar handicaps. They are for those lacking advanced vision to render the opaque permeable to light, or those lacking advanced knowledge to render the concealed information irrelevant, or both. They are for people who I call suckers. I know the identity of anyone who stands behind this door, even in those cases where I have not extended an invitation to the visitor personally. Pardon me while I let Jack inside. Oh, this is a man. Did you not believe it would be Jack? Who else would it be? Someone who would have suspected anyone else as a person I would also describe as a sucker. Ha ha, hee, ho ho. Hello, Slick. Would you please enter? Oh shit. Oh boy. Jack's not a happy man. Oh, for heaven's sake. Jack, stop it. Jack, Slick, which would you prefer I called you? It's one of the strange points of uncertainty which surrounds you. It is that you don't particularly care for. Maybe it is that you don't particularly care. Your flair is for the plain and serviceable, isn't it? Not much of your vanity is tied up in a name, I'd guess. Not going to tell me? Fine. I won't tell you my name either. Well, I might, if you would just show some manners and stop hitting me with that ridiculous horse hitcher. I won't crack no matter how senseless the drubbing. If only it were that simple. You're not going to stop me, are you? Or you're not going to stop, are you? It will be very difficult to discuss our points of mutual interest like this. I was prepared to go on about it in a civilized way, even though I knew very well I was going to spend the first several minutes of our meeting sitting on the floor while being flogged. I've even prepared a bowl of candy for you, which I know you will enjoy. Courtesy is important, Jack. Do you have anything at all to say? Any form of communication you care to attempt beyond the sound iron makes against my head repeatedly? No, of course not. What's that I see? You think you already know my name. You do not know my real name, Jack, just as none of your adversaries on this planet know yours. You only know my nickname. It's a good nickname, too, befitting of the passive gunslinger charged with initiating the break. I am my master's weapon, his soldier, in a war of one bullet fired. But when that bullet clears the barrel, it won't be my finger on the trigger. I am a facilitator, not an assassin. Here, Jack, why don't you help yourself to some candy over there on the table? There is something I need to take care of before we continue. I won't be long now. Yo, it's licorice. Oh. Yes, very good. Placate yourself with the Scouty dog, Slick. My supply is bottomless. I am an excellent host. When I am finished with this minor interruption, we will resume our gentlemanly negotiation. I will proceed to beat you severely until you agree to do what I ask. I trust that you won't take it personally. Now, please excuse me. I have a teenage girl from another universe to talk to. Be teenage girl from another universe. You cannot be a teenage girl from another universe because you are too busy being a teenage girl from this universe. You are in fact being Rose Lalonde, completely preoccupied with it, in fact. So preoccupied, you have been neglecting messages from some of your friends who are trying to contact you. But you have a lot of important stuff to do. You will get back to them later. Ooh, excuse me. Pester informant. It's quite warm here on Lohak. I think I've been patient enough. When will I receive further instruction? Now. So, I could have contacted you at any time? No, only now. I came away with the impression from our last conversation that our next would take place on your invitation. I was being polite by waiting. Your inevitable impatience caused you to contact me again. Inevitability is my invitation. That's pretty smug. I am right to be smug. I am omniscient, extremely powerful, and very charming. Well, 2 out of 3 isn't bad. Can you use your limitless intelligence to figure out which one I mean? That was clever. If I plead ignorance to the fact that you are denying my charisma, it invalidates my claim of omniscience. But if I must adhere to my all-knowing status, it forces me to validate the unfortunate reality that you are feigning the opinion that my demeanor. The fuck? Hold on. No, hold on. Just. Fuck. Okay, sure. Fuck, explain that one. Explain that typo. Explain that shit. Why the fuck is an omniscient god making typos? Anyway. The unfortunate reality that you are feigning the opinion that my demeanor is unpalatable. Not that it matters, because I have all 3 qualities and you know it. This is stupid. Can we get to the point? Yes, I was about to say, we should hurry this along. My visitor is beginning to set things on fire. You have a visitor? Who? Some guy. I was joking anyway. I'm not in a hurry at all. You tell jokes? Yes. Ha ha. So your visitor isn't setting anything on fire then? Oh, he most definitely is. I'm really not getting this joke. I was joking about being in a hurry. From my perspective, this conversation's taking place in less than 1 second. I type very quickly. Hoo. Also, Jack is a very quick fire starter. If he can start fires in under a second, just burn shit. I thought you didn't lie. Aren't jokes essentially humorous lies? At least those like the one you just attempted? Jokes are only temporary lies. If the falsehood is never exposed, there is no punchline. If the punchline is never delivered, the lie is sealed forever. Regardless of initial humorous intent, lies are not funny. If you think you're going to risk tarnishing your record for honesty, You should probably get better material. My joke was objectively funny. Who would know better than I? Huh. Okay, so you're saying an inaccurate statement doesn't make a lie, as long as you say just kidding later. Basically. What if it's much later? Is it still just a joke? No, that would be something closer to a prank. I don't play pranks very often. Are you allowed to lie about playing pranks? If I asked you if you were playing a prank on me, would you tell the truth? I'm allowed to do whatever I want. I choose to never lie. I also choose to tell jokes now and then, and to play pranks quite sparingly. But I can say that I've never played a prank on you, and no statement I have made to you thus far, or will make in this conversation, will contain a trace of falsehood for the sake of setting up a joke or a prank, with the exception of the joke I just made, and another I will be making very soon. I'm starting to change my mind. Oh, yes, I think your joke was funny in retrospect. Actually, your whole shtick is pretty good. I'm warming up to it. Yes, I knew it. Just to be clear, was the assurance you just made a prank or a joke? It was neither. It was the truth. Was that? Yes. The truth. Yes. Okay. Were you serious about wanting to die? Yes. Why? I'll tell you later. Why? Because you asked. But why not now? Because that piece of information would not fit elegantly into the sequence of our exchange at this moment. Then you know how this entire conversation will go. Yes. Is that true of all conversations you have? Yes. Until briefly, I don't. Until briefly, I don't. But the dark spots never last long. The truth disguises itself to me sometimes, which can be mildly frustrating, but it usually reveals itself quickly, much as if a punchline was delivered. It is a humorous dialogue I have with reality, and it is very amusing. Then why don't you bother with the conversations? Obligation to predestination, as usual? There is no obligation. It is a pleasure. It is. I've always had a soft spot for young ladies. That's a little creepy. No, it is not. Yes, it is. No, it is not. Kind of is. I have looked into the future and determined we would continue in this manner pointlessly for some time, so I'm going to put an end to it here. That doesn't make much sense. Was that the other joke? Yes. Haha, good one. Thank you. How young are the ladies you typically take a shining to? Does this mean you're attracted to me? Suddenly this conversation is kind of terrible. Of course I am not. Not in the way you mean. And anyway, you are applying standards of conduct frowned upon for your kind, which make no sense to apply to me. I am an immortal entity with a large cue ball for a head and no biological means of reproduction. Really. Also, if you were millions of years old, you would find that nearly every lady you encounter is quite young, relatively speaking. There should be no reason for you to feel uncomfortable with this interaction. Try to think of me as one of your kindly human uncle figures. In fact, if I were in your presence now, I would offer you candy to prove it. Oh my God. What? Can we talk about the scratch instead of this? Why, yes. Rapey Uncle Dr. Scratch. Genius. You are situated near the game constructs supplied by your session for causing the scratch, yes? Oh, shit. Are you actually asking? No. That was a fact. And then a question mark. Well, yes, I am. It's a large plateau shaped like a record. It's called the It's called the Beat Mesa. I know. Is the game construct different in other sessions? Yes. It will always be in an edifice of similarly cryptic design, located on the planet that is home to the hero of time. Its environment dictates the nature of its construction. Its power is dangerous and is meant to be utilized only in emergencies such as yours. You mean in sessions where victory is no longer possible? Yes. Due to creating an unstoppable adversary who triggers the reckoning prematurely. Is that sort of emergency common? No. Failure is common, but the composition of yours is quite atypical. Okay, then it's like a panic button for the players to push once they realize the cause is lost. Yes, but causing the scratch is not an easy task either. The construct must be destroyed in a very specific way to release its energy. The keeper of my ectobiological father began the process. It must be finished. Who? The guardian of the night of time. Dave's bro, yes. How do I finish it? You don't. Not you personally. Another will. You have something more important to attend to, remember? Oh, right. The green sun. Yes. I'd planned to take care of that later once John had retrieved the tumor. Whatever. Tumor. Your plan will have to change. You aren't ready to cause the scratch yet. Like I said, it is difficult. What will the one who does it have to do? I should let them know. He will have to scratch the surface of the plateau across its full diameter. I see. This terminology can be very literal sometimes. You will require a certain needle to create a breach in the surface that will be adequate. Adequate. Yeah. I have needles. Your needles won't suffice. Then where do I get ones that will? Again, you won't. This task is out of your hands. The needles must be acquired from the denizen of the Witch of Space. Her quills are very large and potent. They will be able to cause the scratch. This really seems more elaborate than you led me to believe. I didn't lead you to believe anything. I told you to find the construct and await advisement on the scratch. The plans you were making were based on assumptions and fabrications of your imagination. You were writing more stories much like those about your false magical men. I wish what I'd written in my private journals could be confined to your dark spots. I don't. I find your stories entertaining. You're being creepy again. No, I'm not. Besides, the White King agrees with me. What? For a seer, your vision of events surrounding you is rather limited. It's charming. Just, please, stop complimenting me. No. Oh, see, there's woof. Look at the scritchity scratch. It started, it's begun. Fine, then please at least try to sound more sarcastic when you do it. Oh, sure, I'm really going to do that. Yes, very likely. Then the scratch will be implemented later by either John or Dave, I presume. You used a male pronoun. Yes. I guess it makes sense that it would happen later. My understanding is that Jack will not be banished from the session until near the end of the reckoning. Yeah. Yes, Jack will exit your session later, but this has nothing to do with the scratch. Not directly, as you imply. I don't understand. I thought that was the point of the scratch. To open a rift in space-time, as it were, and banish him into the troll session. No, that's not the purpose of the scratch at all. The scratch does not open a rift in space-time. Then why have you directed me to cause it? Does it have something to do with enabling you to die? No, not directly. The scratch has nothing more to do with my death than any other single event, ultimately contributing to my demise. I think it's disingenuous for you to behave as if I have not been misled. You say you don't lie, but what are lies of admission? Of omission? Lies of omission do not exist. The concept is a very human one. It is the product of your story writing again. You have written a story about the truth, making emotional demands of it, and in particular of those in possession of it. Your demands are based on a feeling of entitlement to the fact, which is very childish. To the facts, which is very childish. You can never know all of the facts. Only I can. And since it is impossible for me to reveal all facts to you, it is my discretion alone that decides which facts will be revealed in the finite time we have. If I do not volunteer information you deem critical to your fate, it possibly means that I am a scoundrel. But it does not mean that I am a liar. And it certainly means that you did not ask the right questions. One can either make true statements or false statements about reality. All of the statements I make are true. Unless you're joking. Yes. Ha ha, hee hee hoo hoo. Exactly. Then I guess I'll start asking better questions. Good. I'll make a seer of you yet. Will you? Yes. You can start by showing up the reliability of your sources. You proceeded to question me, believing you understood the purpose of the scratch. You received your information about it from the trolls. I assure you that in most ways, the trolls are as confused about everything as you are. Okay, noted. What exactly does the scratch do then? It resets the game. Oh, that's it. Yes, then we all start from the beginning, when John entered. No. The release of temporal energy will be quite massive. This is a hard reset. It will reset the conditions in your universe well before you began playing the game. You will have lived different lives after the reset. The different initial conditions will ideally lead you to a more favorable scenario in the new session. Unfortunately, you will have no memory of anything that has happened in the session you are in now. What will happen to us, everyone in this session now? You will all cease to exist completely if you remain here during the scratch. This sounds familiar. It reminds me of when Dave and I were trapped in the doomed timeline and he left to change the past. The timeline ceased to exist, along with my dream self, who in a way became merged with my dream self of this timeline. I kept some of her memories. Is this situation similar? Similar, but more severe. Since this timeline will undergo such a violent upheaval, a merger of memories cannot happen. You will be resigned to absolute oblivion, unless you can discover a way to preserve yourselves. But it's really not my place to advise you on that. After you've dealt with the scratch and the sun, what happens to you is not any of my business. Oof, we're losers. So the big loser does the big things and he gets the big money, so on and so forth, what's happening so far. Then at least you can tell me if we will be successful in preserving ourselves after the reset. I don't particularly enjoy spoiling things for people when unnecessary. I find speaking in a discreet color helps avoid this. So if the scratch isn't specifically meant to banish Jack from the session, and our quest to destroy the sun isn't meant to kill him, why is the reset necessary at all? Especially if it means oblivion for us. Because you cannot achieve the ultimate reward in this session. Your battlefield is cancerous, and the reckoning will destroy it prematurely regardless. By resetting, you will create a session which can bear the fruit of a new universe, even if you will not be the ones to claim the reward. Don't you want to fulfill your purpose? Good morning, idea maker. How y'all doing? I guess, but it's a little disheartening to learn I am now faced with not one, but two suicide missions at once. One to destroy Jack's power source and defend all of existence, and another to ensure our cosmic progeny at the price of oblivion. That frames the dual objectives accurately. But if you are inventive, you may find a way to survive the reset, and perhaps in the renewed session, and participate in the renewed session. It is up to you, just as it is up to you to face the decision to claim immortality before you enter your creation. Immortality? Yes. Do you mean ascending to the god tier? Indeed. I have reason to believe that I won't. The trolls have not indicated I will die on my quest bed, or that any of us will aside from John. Instead, I've been giving a more troubling and ambiguous forecast. What have I said about confirming the reliability of your sources? Are you saying that I will? No. Oh, well, will I? It seems you'd like me to do some more fortune-telling. Fine, maybe this question will suit you better. Is it probable? That is a strange question to ask someone who's omniscient and therefore knows outcomes with 100% certainty. I like it. Then what is your answer? You have exactly a 50% chance of ascending to the god tier. That's a strange answer. I know. Why such a precise probability? Because, much like the decisions you must face to complete your dual suicide missions, you have two ways of achieving godhood to choose from. 2 ways? By dying on the quest bed on my planet, and some other way? Yes. Is there another way somewhere? Yes. Is there another quest bed somewhere? Yes. Good question, Seer. Or good guess, Seer. Where? What difference does it make? You already know where the first one is. You have the choice to go there right now and take your own life. That's true. Of course it is. You mentioned immortality. Godhood makes one immortal? Yes. A god tier will live forever with no caveats. No. One will live forever, unless killed. The death must either be heroic or just. How are those terms defined? Broadly, mysteriously, and according to the case of the individual. One may be killed by an opposing a corrupt adversary and die for a just cause, as though martyrdom, for instance. This would be heroic. Or one may be subject to corruption and slain by a hero. This would be just. What sort of death will you have when I destroy the sun? Neither. I am not a god. I am a guardian, a servant, a weapon. I have power and knowledge far surpassing a god, but I am not one. Is this when you are going to tell me why you want to die? Yes. I sense it's not just because you're getting bored with immortality. That's good. Your vision is becoming clearer. Then why? The Master can't enter this universe until I am killed. Such is the nature of the break. That almost sounds like martyrdom. Are you sure it wouldn't be a hero's death? Quite sure. My master is a very evil man. Who is he? I won't tell you his name, but he goes by the title, Lord English. Oh no. Lord English. Still no idea who this dude is aside from this super duper jacket. This doesn't sound like an especially admirable objective. Releasing an evil man who is presumably more powerful than you, an already omnipotent being. Am I right? You are right about both. It is not admirable, and he is considerably more powerful, but you must decide which objective is more important. You may decide to attempt to destroy the sun and end my life. This will neutralize Jack, who is also much more powerful, and more dangerous than myself by virtue of the ring he wears, in addition to drawing energy from the same sun as I. He poses a significant threat to reality. But in the process of killing him and you, I release your master, who is just as deadly. He is more deadly. The danger he poses is sanctioned by paradox space. It is a known quantity. His very existence in a universe will mean it will invariably be torn apart. But there are rules to his entry and his grim procession. Though paradox space is rather orderly, the present equilibrium has accounted for him and will continue to. Jack, however, is a loose cannon. He will not stop until he destroys everything he encounters. Additionally, his existence is your responsibility. Then I guess I don't have a choice. You do. But also knowing this, refusing to venture out to destroy the sun in no way spares anyone from my master regardless. It is certainly true that destroying it will end my life, and it is certainly true that the tumor you will deliver to its location has enough power to destroy it completely. But it is not the only way to kill me. It is simply a way I have suggested to you, which doubles as a way to disarm Jack, should you choose to go through with it. Instances of myself have spawned in countless universes, and my objective is always the same. I have never once failed to complete this objective, and I never will. There is nothing noble about taking a course of action you believe will prevent his arrival, because it is impossible. He will come. In fact, he is already here. Are you saying that I will succeed in the mission to destroy the sun? Are you asking for another palm reading? You seem rather keen on acquiring a fortune from me, considering you're the one with the crystal ball. I'm just saying, I'm just trying to ask as many questions as I can. It's the only way to find the dark spots in your obstinacy. I've been very helpful, and I will continue to be. I myself do not care to be an oracle, but I can graciously supply you with one. Trying to describe what days I read is probably the hardest thing to do because it is random and it varies, but generally when I wake up and I have the house to myself, I guess. So generally weekdays. Yeah, that's the simplest answer. But yeah. As always, I got all my VODs on my YouTube channel, so they're all there. Yeah, my schedule is pretty much just short of whenever the hell I feel like it, which is horrible to say in terms of scheduling, but yeah. Good luck on catching me at some point. Anywho, back to where I was. But dude, I completely ruined my spot. I am a dumb person. Whatever. I guess I don't have a choice. You do, but also know this. Nope, wait. Yeah, somewhere here. Refusing to venture. The blah blah blah. Nope, read there. Did that. Alright, are you saying that I will succeed in the mission to destroy the sun? Nope, read that too. God damn, okay. I've been very helpful and I will continue to be. I myself do not care to be an oracle, but I can graciously supply you with one. Can you? An eager consort has brought you one of my seeds. It appears you have amassed followers who wish to please you. How fortuitous. Your seeds. The white orb. Oh, the cue ball. How did I not notice this? It will accurately answer any question a curious girl can pose, provided she can see through the surface to read its reply. Is that possible? It is, seer. Given your title and all the tools of prognostication at your disposal, It seems to me that I should be the one asking you the questions. Oh boy, how can I see through it? It seems you weren't listening, so I will state this again in the form of a question. Don't you think I should be the ones asking the question from now on? Yes, if you wanted to be disingenuous and irritating. Don't you think a clever person should be able to inquire information from someone who only asks questions? Then it's a challenge. I pass. Do you have a choice? What if I'm feeling a bit stubborn? Okay, so what you mean is I should continue humoring your leading questions until you happen to ask certain rhetorical questions that contain information I need. Was that a question? That was a fact. And then a period. Got 'em. How does a seer see? With a crystal ball? I already considered that, but I don't think I can get the focus of the ball to zoom in tight enough on the cue ball's enclosure to read the answers. How else does one see? By other magical means, I guess. Should I use magic? Do you believe in magic? Magic is real. I've been using it. Are you sure? Use whatever word you want to describe it. I have magic wands. They are very powerful and they allow me to be magic. Your questions are silly. What makes you convinced the wands are responsible for your abilities? Because I did not have the abilities before I made them. Could this be circumstantial? Could it? Is there an echo? Is there an echo? Hee hee? I don't know what you're getting at. How about another leading question? What did you combine to make those wands? Some stuff. Knitting needles. Knitting needles? An expensive figurine of some fictional fellow with long whiskers? A simple textbook on the zoologically dubious? Why would this mundane combination of objects grant a child such an alarming mastery over dark forces all at once? I'm guessing this is one of the rhetorical questions meant to be informative. So then my answer should affirm how ridiculous that sounds, shouldn't it? Maybe. That wasn't even a question. Yes, it was. Okay, magic is fake, the wands are useless toys, and there's something else going on. Next question. Would it be so difficult to believe the powers you found to devastate your planet and create shortcuts through your session are not entirely by your own device? Would it be so difficult to believe a young lady could unwittingly be apprenticed by more powerful entities who meant her potential to be realized later through some arbitrary trigger? What would you say if I said a dutiful girl raised in the daylight was protected by a bulb-headed guardian and learned to glow in the dark after death? What would you say if I said a vengeful boy on a path of nihilism was taken under the wings of fearsome angels and learned to destroy hope with their light? What would you say if I said a reserved girl enamored by what dwelt in the shadows was selected by the horror terrors for service and did their bidding at every step while convinced of her own anatomy? What would I say to those short fables? Not much, except I gather the third is a story about me and that there's a lesson you'd like me to take from it, that I should renounce my allegiance before my grimdark corruption is absolute. And while I'm at it, I should discard these useless wands because apparently the power was in my little black heart all along. Is that right? Won't you have to give up your specibus to the one who causes the scratch regardless? How else would a young man wield that great big needle? I don't know, if you say so. Haven't your friends already shown concern for your recklessness and your increasing sense of detachment from the party, the team objectives, and not to mention those of your personal quest? Does this worry you? Is there a part of you left that's able to worry? Yes, it's been mysteriously localized to my middle finger. Could the dark magics be work again? Do you deny that you have been neglecting incoming messages from your teammates? Would that be in keeping with the spirit of the human emotion of friendship for one whose soul was not so befouled by the designs of unknowable monstrosities? Friendship isn't an emotion, numbnuts. Isn't it, Rose? Isn't it? I've been busy. I'll get back to them. And can we please stop doing the patronizing question thing? In exchange, I promise to discontinue my patronizing responses. Can the omniscient be patronized? The omnipotent can do whatever they please. I guess I'm just asking you nicely to do me this favor. Very well. I will stop smothering you with surprise noodles. Huh? But only because I find you to be adorable. So creepy. So cute. Yuck. I'm going to ask the same question I asked earlier. Please do not regard it as a violation of my pledge. It is just an ordinary question, like those that crop up in an ordinary conversation. Okay. How does a seer see? I don't know. Be literal. With her eyes. Take the orb. Ask it a question. I don't know what to ask anymore. I'm confused. What would you ask me? I would ask what I should do next. Then ask, what should I do next? Not me, the bald dunk ass. Rose. Ask. Oh shit, she's using the pores. She's got the pour. Oh snap! All of the pores. Answer Jade. Got him. Oh, dog. Well, I mean, whoever he is, he can be him because he's coolish. Sorry for the delayed response. Answering seems to be what to do right now. Rose, geez, finally, you sure seem to be absorbed in whatever you're doing on that computer. Were you talking to somebody? Oh, right, I forgot. I gave you the code for the crystal ball. And here I was thinking I could safely delay responding to messages without seeming like an ass. The way it usually works. Oops. Oh, no, I don't blame you for not responding. You must be very upset. Are you okay? Why would I be upset? Because, I figured you would have found out by now, but I guess you still don't know. Know what? About John's dad and your mom. Rose? Hello? Oh, no. Uh-oh. Rose, please, say something. You're making me nervous. I should have gone looking for her. Why didn't I? Because you were busy trying to make the best of this situation? John was too, but he went to look for his father. It would have been normal for me. I can't remember what I was trying to prove anymore. I don't think you should be so hard on yourself about it. John was being John and you were being you, which I guess meant taking our problems very seriously and putting all your attention on solving them. Also, hold on. Jade looks so stupidly cool in this dumb little... Anyway... And anyway, you and your mom had a much trickier relationship than John and his dad, didn't you? I mean, not that I'm saying that means you were any less attached to her than him. I don't know if I'm very good at consoling people. Sorry, Rose, I don't want to make you feel worse. You're doing fine for someone raised by a dog. Or really, anyone. Thanks. Oof, okay. You know, now we've all lost guardians. Dave lost his, and I lost mine in a weird way. Even though that was pretty much definitely my fault. And even the trolls have all lost their monster guardians. I think that maybe it is an inevitable part of the game. It is an inevitable part of a game that can be cruel sometimes. For some reason, despite all the danger, I never thought she was any trouble. I never believed she would actually die. I grew up with the feeling that something more significant had always been meant for her. That she was a heroine A heroine displaced in some way, resigned to the inglorious duty of raising me and preparing me in her way. I didn't actually need the biological verification that she was like a mother and a sister at the same time. I always understood that somehow, and I felt she had knowledge and ability beyond what she let on. It was always intimidating, but nonetheless a source of respect which she was childishly begrudging on my part. Oh. I think she was just waiting for me to catch up with her, but now I can't. I am so sad. Rose, I think you're being stronger about it than I am. Probably because my emotions have now ceded to anger. This shouldn't have happened. Oh, well, I hope you aren't thinking of doing something rash. I already was. I was going to go to sleep, fly to a sun bigger than our universe, drop a bomb in it, and kill myself. Yeah, so if my course of action is to change on account of my mood, it could only become less impetuous, don't you think? I don't know. I never liked my plan very much anyway. Well, no, but I was trusting that you had thought it through and it was our best hope. I'm not sure if I did. Maybe it was a terrible plan. I made it without fully understanding the nature of the scratch. Then what will you do? I could stop being so cowardly for once. I could short circuit this endlessly expanding game of chess we're playing, just like Jack decided to do. What does that mean? Maybe I will go kill Jack myself right now. Oh, no, 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 no. Rose, that is a much worse plan. He will probably kill you. Probably, but the scratch will wipe us all out anyway and reboot the conditions of our session. I suddenly don't feel much like sneaking through the back door of the furthest ring for retribution by distant supernova. I know what you mean. I was angry at Jack and wanted to stop him too, but we have to think of a more sensible way to do it. Whether my existing plan was sensible or not, I may have been allowing myself to be manipulated by an omniscient being regardless. What? Who? Hello, ladies. Ah! This is a private conversation, private even to those who know it word for word already. Proceed. I'll be here. Watching. Rose, who is this? Ignore him. I don't even know what's going on anymore. You were discussing Miss Lalonde's intrepid new variation on suicide. As one with a passion for the subject, I am quite intrigued. Shh, anyway. If it's true the gods have selected me for service, maybe the power they've given me will be sufficient. Maybe they wanted me to kill him all along. Hee. Oh, please, don't, Rose. I know you're angry, but you aren't thinking straight. But I am. I'm fully aware that I'll probably die and fail. Scratch happens, we start fresh. No recollection, no problem. Jade, no. Jade, as an ambassador of Skya, maybe you'd be willing to talk some sense into your friend. You should understand she's been corrupted by various entities with some rather questionable motives. Rose, maybe White Text Guy is right. The Dark Gods gave you all these powers and seem to be helping us with dream bubbles and stuff. But what if they're not actually good? They are enormous, ugly, and live in darkness. That doesn't necessarily make them bad. No, but I still don't trust them. If only there was a way to make this determination with certainty. Through a reliable source within reach, for instance, at this exact moment. Perhaps one that is spherical and devastatingly handsome. What's this weirdo talking about? The cue ball. Oh yeah, I noticed you found it. I was worried. I was worried it had been destroyed when my room blew up. Is he saying you can use it? Yes, and he's right. Oh my god, does it work? It advised me to talk to you just now, so I guess so. Then maybe you should try it. Yes, Rose. Listen to Jade. She is far less manipulative than I. What are you suggesting I ask it? Well, since we don't know much about the gods, why don't you ask it about them? So you're saying I should ask it if the gods are evil. I guess that is a way to put it. Even though at this point neither of you is highlighting my text to read it, this idea gets my vote. Go ahead. Ask, Sia. Sia, ask. Oh, what the fuck? Is we getting a surprise little animation thing with no sound and shit? This hurts to look at. Like, holy shit. Sure. Okay, Rose, go dark. Also, what the hell's happening? You slip into the fabled Black Death trance of the woe Gothics, quaking all the while in the blood eldritch throes of the brood fester tongues. You advise... What? You advise the members of your complacency not to be alarmed as they chronicle the events in tombs bound in tan, wreathing flesh of a tortured hell scholar with runes stroked and black tears bled from the corruption-weary eyes of 50,000 imaginary occultists. But they failed to not be alarmed. This is because, as is now painfully obvious to anyone with a brain, you've basically gone completely off the deep end in every way. You've officially gone grimdark. Resist urge to seek revenge. You make a half-hearted attempt to resist the urge. Alas, one is not easily shaken from the broodfester tongues. Oh boy, she just... They are stubborn throws. Big man, request timeout. Alright, homies, everybody, all y'all, hold up. The big man wants to take a timeout. BM, wreck some havoc. The big man's about to wreck some havoc in the yard. The court is on fire. Request ruler. Dude, come get this ruler. Check this out. Dude, hurry, look. She's escaping from above. Okay, dude, no. Okay, how am I going to wreak some havoc in the yard? With a meter, you chump ass. Again, with the metric system, what is it even with you and units, man? It's like you must be token up in a joint and on a joint to make you stoned or something. I can't even think of who leaves all their rings laying around like that. It's so infuriating. Shit wears the manners. Dude, no, let me show you. No, 8.56 meters. What the fuck? Fuck, no, dude, you gotta snap it broke ways. Oh! You broke the ruler. It was at this point when you got distracted by the author's hot self-insert. Who were you expecting, the Easter Bunny? You probably want to know how involved the big man wants to get into the story. How much will he... Oof, hiccups. Funk this up. Well, all if I gots to say to that is... Who want to know? Oh, I want to know. Tell me, and please be smug about it. Alright, as the indulgent self-inserts grow in frequency, you might find yourself increasingly afraid that my direct inference with canonical events approaches inevitability. You should understand that I'm dealing with forces which, handled recklessly, will nullify the basic ability of intelligent beings in all real and hypothetical planes of existence to give a shit. And it would be stupid of me to mismanage these forces, and even stupider of you to worry about it, because it would be stupid for you to think that I was stupid. In fact, I feel a little dumber just thinking about it. When the time comes, I will interact directly with the events of this narrative, but this moment it will be responsibly confined to a passive interaction. It will be compact, surgical, and essential. My involvement will have such precision, I have even managed to quantify it in units of physical measurement. I will be involved in only the narrower corridors of space through light, which will pass in 3 nanoseconds. My window of influence, end to end, will be exactly 1 yard. Okay, anyway, let's get back to John. Locate tumor. What is up with all the fucking mini flashes, dog? My eyes and shit. Okay. Oh. Okay. You found that pretty quick. Oh yeah, because he dug a motherfucking hole into the center of the battlefield. That is correct. He did that thing with his powers, and he did the... Oof. Okay. So yeah, alright. That's, yay, John, look around. Look at tumor. Look at all of these runes. Look at stuff. Look inside. Look at cool shit and just fucking, yeah, and it's all cool blur shit. It's a fucking timer and it's gonna go off in about 10 hours. Man, I don't know what I expected other than that to be real. Return to the surface. John intensifies. So we did it. That was... we saved the Earth, but also, like, fucked it up with this giant ass hole now. Approach the locals. You and your rabbit what? You and your rabbit friend approach. A gentleman wrapped in a fine white cloth. His courageous cohort, a young man riding a great gust of wind. You are so impressed you forgot what you were supposed to be doing. John, reunite with Liv Tyler. Sweet, precious, beautiful Liv Tyler, you thought you'd lost her forever, just like Bruce Willis did when he blew himself up with a nuclear bomb in the center of an asteroid the size of Texas. His heroism and fatherly pride were also the size of Texas. But your love for Liv was not fatherly. Oh no, this reunion is with no loving daughter, but with a loving movie star fantasy crush, who happens to be in the form of a robot bunny which has traveled through time and been given as a gift on 5 separate occasions, twice by you and thrice to you, and originally fished out of a sewer by Nicolas Cage on the silver screen. You forgot the point you were supposed to be making. You wonder where all of her sweet weapons went. Oh. Huh. But she indicates... Huh. She indicates in the language of plush toy pantomime that she has no idea. They all blew away in the breeze. Donk. Retrieve tiny hammer. This tiny hammer is so ridiculous. It's too bad it's not the right size. You would love to wallop some imps with such a fanciful weapon. You guess you could go around giving them little bops on the head with it like a silly gavel. No, that would be too absurd, even for a great prankster like you. You will discard this rubbish immediately. Wait, what's this? Miss Tyler is handing you a note. Read note. John, one more thing. Oh, for fuck's sake. Oh, okay. John, one more thing. This rabbit, I'm sure you've noticed, is armed to the stitches. He's got all 4 of the funny little weapons I mentioned that are all deadly as the fucking Dickens. They're deadly as the fucking Dickens, but that doesn't mean they're meant exclusively for the paws of Miss Terry Kisser. Paws of Mr. Terry Kisser. That's the name I call him. Heck no. You see, I adapted Terry with some doodads you may deem practical. An infinite... What? An infinitesimator, which I used to... Oh, an infinitesimulator. A shrink ray, God! Which I used to littlefy them down in the first place, as well as a monstrifier, a big shit ray, for when you would like to hugen them up and wield them yourself. He's surely got enough juice in him to make them enormous if you wish. But that's silly. What would you even do with a magic needle the size of a skyscraper, for instance? Preposterous. I borrowed this technology from my grandmother, who had quite the way with manipulating space. Legend tells that she was something of a witch with the stuff. Once she was a brave hero like you and I, John, and the stars themselves twinkled in her cauldron. I would like to tell you who my grandmother is, I really would, but I can't. I think I have trouble keeping secrets. I like to be honest, just like you, and a lot of secrecy after a while gets me feeling a bit jaded. Heh. Green means grow, red means shrink. See you later, pal. Jay. Or see you soon, pal. Grandmother, you wonder who that could be. It's probably just Jade, what with all the time shenanigans. John, huge and hammer. Yeah. You got the whammer of Zillyhoo. 1 zillion bullshits. Behold the glory of the Zillyhoo. And we've got sound. Oh boy. The time hammer shenanigans. You are delighted by your rad new hammer and the cool hugening abilities of Liv Tyler or Terry Kieser or whatever his or her name is. Who the hell is Terry Kieser? Actually, fuck it. Let's go. Let's just do it. Who is Terry Kieser? Isn't that you talking to me, guy? It was Terry Kieser. He was in Weekend at Bernie's. That's where he's from. I thought he was the guy from Talking to Me, but that's like Robert De Niro. Anyway. Who cares though? Your bunny will be lived for life. Heart, 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 heart. You wonder what other neat things you can get Liv to monstrify with her sweet eye beams. Wow, wait, what happened to her green eye? And why is she feverishly gesticulating towards the fellow in the ghost sheets? This is so ridiculous. You cannot turn your back on these people. Wow, you fucking hate it. You cannot turn your back on these people to admire a beautiful hammer for even one moment. You think that is enough fooling around. It is time to get down to business again. The serious business of being an important and heroic leader. John, wear the hood. Be the leader. Swoop. You're not their leader. You are their friend. There is a big difference. You prepare to issue your party a highly authoritative series of friendly requests. What the hell? First, you request that everyone settle down. The squat fellow mediates between the two bickering parties and patches up Liv's missing eye. She is nothing if not accustomed to decades of repair work and quickly resumes her plucky demeanor. What the fuck? Then you in your most leaderly way, asked Liv to pilot that enormous battleship. She will now be known as Captain Tyler. She littleifies the ship to something more manageable for a small bunny captain. Everyone is impressed. You give your wallet to your loyal chauffeur familiar. He looks puzzled. You inform the party that you will not be going on this journey. You must remain behind and continue looking for your father. But you insist that their mission is the most critical of all, that you know they can handle it. You believe in them. You instruct Captain Tyler to set a course for the ship's home. They must fly to Durst and deliver the tumor to the moon. Everyone salutes their intrepid friend leader. This is what teamwork is all about. And this guy. You guess this guy can go along and help out. Hey, who even is this guy anyway? You guess it doesn't matter. He seems nice enough. Bid farewell. Godspeed, heroes. You have all the faith in the world that they will be successful. As a friend leader, or sometimes known as a pal honcho, you have done an amazing job. You've come up with a plan and politely request ordered your loyal team to execute it. It is all falling into place perfectly. You are quite sure you have not failed to account for even a single thing. John, I'm worried about Rose. I'm pretty sure she's on her way there to look for Jack. I can't say for sure because I can't see her with my goggles anymore for some reason. But I'm fearing the worst. Just in case, you should try to intercept her before she does something stupid like try to fight him. Also, I guess you probably still don't know about your dad yet, do you? Darn, why do I always have to be the one to break terrible news? John? Oh, God. Please don't tell me your computer was in the wallet you just gave that guy. Damn it, John! One of these days you'll learn the value of having plenty backup computers. In fact, whenever you finally leave the battlefield, I'm giving you the code for a nice pair of lunch muffs. Then I'm going to force you to keep them on your head at all times. Yeah, you're never going to read this, are you? This motherfucking shit kid. Huh? Something is happening on the other side of the planet. Something ominous, something grimdark. You are so glad that grimdark is a real word. Huh. It was inspired by the tagline of Warhammer 40K. Very interesting. Okay. You're so glad that grimdark is a real word, so that when things like this happen, they may be described as such. Maybe your dad is over there. You believe you will investigate. Approach grimdarkness. John, you are heading into the blackout, so I won't be able to see you until you leave. But don't worry, I can still sense you there because of awesome powers, remember? Smooth move ditching your computer like that. By the way, that was some incredible leadership you showed. Now I have to contact you through Rose, thus exposing me to the risk of having to actually talk to her. Your carelessness has put the hero of light in a very awkward position, John. I hope you're satisfied. Haha, just kidding. She obviously a little too preoccupied at the moment to be sassing me. Just borrow her computer and talk to me when you get the chance, okay? I'll be waiting. Seer, descend. Oh, we're getting a shitload of sounds. Holy fucking what? Oh. Okay, sure, I guess we could... I'm a little saddened by this turn of events. I gotta go walk around and play this stupid Flash game. Oh, I shouldn't say stupid, but I gotta play the Flash game, and I'm sad. I just wanted to see the cool shit happen. Everybody's dead, and everybody's lying. It's cool-ass mausoleums and columns and shit. And, oh my god, there's just dead people everywhere. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Oh, god damn it. I hope I'm wrong. So is this what we've been leading and alluding to the whole time? Is the trolls just live on the motherfucking destroyed barren battlefield of the fucking human session? Is this what's gonna go down? Is that what's gonna occur? I fucking hope not, because I don't know, I hate being right. I'm just not gonna think about it. It's real easy, it's real simple. Just not gonna think about it. Because there was a lot of shit on that meteor they live in. But also, yeah, it's just everybody dead. They wait for he who would extinguish candles whilst fanning a fire. They wait for she who would thaw solid flesh and resolve it into dew. They wait for she who would breathe lilacs out of the dead land. They wait for he who would drop it like it's hot whilst the pimp's in the crib. It bears an inscription, our glorious speaker. His head was lopped clean off, with some sort of sharp, sword-like object. Someone around here sure must hate frogs. Probably Jack. It's a trophy. Oh, wow. Yeah, okay. Just not gonna go for all this side bullshit. I don't care. We're going through. Here's a person. He's too frightened to speak. It seems to indicate the only reason he survived this massacre was hiding behind this pillar. Thank God for pillars. A trophy. Oh, this is. Oh. Alright, where the fuck do I go? I guess over here. Another trophy and some sort of shelf. Yep. Whoa, look at all these people. Flaming meteor chunk. This isn't treasure. How is this even treasure? Banner, blah blah blah, inspired in rebellious. Okay, cool. Actually, should I talk to them? He seems to be relieved that he and a few others found a secret hideout. Blah blah blah. Yeah. You can't take the guy. You're gonna get wrecked. She is all fluttery about a legendary hero. Some guy who was wary of war, apparently. A simple farmer, handsome and brave. You're beginning to fall in love with him, too. Aww. The hero of lore. A great man who united opposing sides against his tyrannical king. The revolt ended in tragedy, of course, which is typical of their folklore, but it is no less inspiring. She looks scared and confused, nothing to do behind. Nope, okay, whatever. Talky talk. This fellow is mourning the dead. It's great. And all your friends are dead. Good job. First he was frightened when you barged in here, then briefly excited, and now disappointed. He must have thought you were the great dark kingdom's defactor come to save us all. Alas, you're just a spooky girl with magic wands. We're gonna... Nope, can't go that way. Guess we gotta go... Yeah, this way. This fucking place is huge. Oh, what? You've never seen anything so sad in your entire life. A beautiful muscular man stallion struck down in his prime. Hint, it was Jack Noir. Well, no shit. Transportalized. Something's blocking it from the other side. Now I'm good. Let's... No, I'm good. Let's just chill on that one for a moment. Think about the life we live, choices we've made, path we followed. Oh wow, there's audio settings that I'm now learning. Alright, but we found Jack, it seems, and so now becomes the time where we click the thing and we open the curtains and we move forward onto the other curtains. Look at all these fucking curtains. We gotta break the fourth wall. Here we go. Fourth wall. Let's go. Oh, there's nothing behind the fourth wall. Oh, there's a fifth wall. Holy shit. Another wall. We're like 6 walls deep. I'm pretty sure you can't get a building permit when you go on this far. Oh, hey. We're just on a record. We're 7 walls. 8 walls deep. 9 walls. We're going all the way. 10th wall. This could be a touchdown. Hey, it's John. You're like, what? Also, why are you all gray like that? You look weird. You're blib off flip blurb blip blip. You're flip blub blurb blurb. Can't understand the word you're saying. It's a lot of silly talk and gobbledygook. Garled. Wait, I finally knows it's finally happened. You've gone grimdark. I told you, Rose. I warned you about them. What do you call them? The broodfester throws? It's okay, Rose. Don't worry. We'll find a cure for your stubborn throws. But I'm still trying to find my parents. I thought my dad might have come to check out this castle. To check out this huge black rain cloud. Did you see the cloud, Rose? It's pretty awesome. Phil's go you sound kind of upset. What is it, Rose? Jugnin Phil's well goes jerklaw hot hat. Wait, are you talking about our parents? Oh man, you mean they're here? Shivgub throw course hinsnas hot hat your chat. Are you saying they're in trouble? Oh no, Rose, we have to go help them. Yes, I'm frustrated too, but there's no time for such lamentations. Do you think you can find them again? Shrug it. Great, I can't wait to see my dad. It feels like it's been forever since I saw him. Lead the way, Rose. I don't know where to go, and John's fuckboy is following me and can't even deal with him. They make such a cute campo. Aw, they're cute camples. This is the way John came from. There's no reason. Yeah, but I had to see the big Goldie statue first. Actually, can I just bring him this way? Can we go? Come on, John. I know I moved the thing, but no. We're gonna walk. This is a really long walk. So John, you get to enjoy all of this stuff. And yeah, it's great. It's a great time. It's a wonderful place. Lots of curtains. So this is where some bloody things happened. And this is your mom and dad. And then... Wait, was this... Oh, that is where it went. Okay, cool. Alrighty then. Shit, Moe McGee, we're gonna go see some more blood. Yeah. Was it Jack, Rose? Are you saying it's Jack? Jack. What is that? Are you getting aggravated that I'm like talking to you kind of like a dog? Or that's a really nice pillow, by the way. It goes well with your weird dark skin and gothic ensemble. You're welcome. God damn it. Just follow the blood trail, I guess. So it went that way, the pillars didn't fucking save him. You fucked up our banners. Wait a minute. Yeah, that head was there before I got here. Ooh. Ugh. I just want to see someone get stabbed. Just really long walks and through the park and wow, just not even worth the fucking this fucking shit, kid. The fuck you mean? Did I just somehow completely miss something or another? Like the fuck? I don't even know. Just yeah. Let's go. What is there more to this? Why is it always end so oddly and abruptly? But fuck. Ooh, it's fuck Bert. Uh-oh. Yes! Yes! Fuckbert got stabbed again! Again! Oh! Oh, that's glorious. Whew. Every time Fuckbert gets stabbed, my happiness levels go up tenfold. Also, where the fuck is my cell phone? I give up, don't care right now. Oh my god, he got stabbed again. Oh my god, it's so good. Oh my god, the fucking John Egbert and the End of Blades. The best shipping in all of Homestuck. Just, oh my god, I need to find me a good artist and commission me an OTP of John and a nice sword. Alright, so Dave's dealing with this. Strider! Oh my fucking god, what? What do you mean what? We just got done talking and you agreed it would be awesome if you didn't bother me for a while. You know, like, while I guess I grieve over this brutally fucking murdered rad family member or something. Oh, that's right. I forgot. That was 5 seconds ago. I think that was hours ago for me. I'm a little foggy on all our chronological shenanigans at this point. There's been so much crazy stuff going on here. I've lost track. So you're officially going non-linear with me then. Were we just forfeiting all rhyme and reason to this unmitigated clusterfuck it is? Is that it? Dave, your entire existence is non-linear. Don't be so melodramatic. Whoops, okay, in the future I try not to pitch any sort of dramatics while brooding over the cadaver of slaughtered loved ones. Did you love him, Dave? No, but he was your strange human man, Lucius, who taught you to be cool things. Who taught you to like cool things like swords and puppets and moving really fast. How could you not? Puppets aren't cool. They're shitty, small, fake people who haunt your dreams and grin like permanent assholes. I was making a joke about being all broken up about it. The guy can be sad and a guy can be sad and make jokes at the same time. You are sad, but not broken up about it. I don't understand. Exactly. But you said you were grieving. I said we agreed you'd leave me alone to grieve. Didn't say whether I actually would or actually am. Well, are you? I'm grieving to the max like a widow on Dead Husband Island. Behind these chill as fuck shades, my face is having this crazy attack of the sads. My rue is fucking bananas, can't you tell? Ah, no, I can't. You don't sound sincere, but it's so hard to tell what layer of irony removed from reality your flippant remarks are supposed to be. I am betting you really are sad, no matter how hilarious and aloof you think you're being. The truth is a mystery, and tucked behind the pursed lips of a shitty riddler, they will be loosened only when presented with the conundrous grandeur of rigid, insoluble puzzlecock. Blah, that makes no sense. I'm sorry you are flustered by the mere mention of glittering mythical crypto dick. It honestly makes me think you're not ready for the truth. Dave, your perplexing euphemisms involving what I presume to be lewd and vaguely intriguing proportions of human anatomy. Oh, where did we go? Blah, 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 blah. Vaguely intriguing portions of human anatomy, I think, are not as hilarious as you probably believe. Yep. Alright. And in any case, you may be amazed to learn I am not totally in the mood for your dumb, smart-assy hornswogglery. I have lots of my own problems here, and they are big, big problems. So why don't you just tell me what you are thinking for once? It's pretty simple. I'm just thinking about how I'm gonna take this sword. Yeah, I never really got why you wouldn't just pull it out. Filthiest thing you've ever said. Forget it. Pulling swords out isn't how I roll. I'm not John, remember? I'm not following. I'm not a hero. My bro was. John is. I'm not. Yes, you are. No. Yes, we are all. We all are. I am the hero of mind. You're the hero of time. That is who we were created to be. Fine, it's a title we inherit as phlegm babies or whatever, but what have I done to earn it? Pretty much nothing but horsing around through time and swindling retarded alligators out of their life savings. If that sword is coming out of his chest, it's coming out clean. Taking it vertically means drawing more blood, but horizontally means a clean break. Check it. No, don't! Dave, break. Oh, god damn it, Dave. Oh god, this is stupid. Sprung. Fucking rejected. Dave, get up. No, fuck that. I'm gonna lie my ass right down here for looking slightly less cool than I make myself out to be ordinarily. You must stand tall. Only a true hero could pull off such an acrobatic fucking pirouette off that handle. That is basically what I just did, isn't it? Yes. That's what I'm doing here. I'm making a point of making every little thing take place what was once mentioned in passing, no matter how trivial or pointless. That's how all the best adventures get strung together. You haven't heard me bleat like a goat for ironically humorous purposes yet, have you? No. That was something that was mentioned at some point by someone, I forgot when or why. I bet you are on goddamn pins and needles waiting for that. Are you about to bleat like a earth goat, Dave? No, fuck that. Then will you at least get up? No, fuck you. Go away. Why do I do this to myself? What? Subject myself to the moody nonsense of curmudgeon-y candy-blooded foul mouths. I don't know. Why are you even talking to me anyway? Aside from the fact that several hours from now you apparently forget I don't need consolation and ought to be left alone. Maybe it just so happens that for once, this isn't about you. Maybe I'm the one who needs some help. Has that occurred to you, Mr. Cool Kid? Oh, anyway, I remember now. Sorry, everyone went kind of shit hive here, and I got bitten. What? I think, and I kind of forgot where I left off with you. Bitten? What? But I remember where this fits in to the chronology. You with your bro here. This was just before you begged me to finally show you how to reach God tier. So I did. And then you got mad at me. And so you decided to go do your own thing for a while. And since then I've been up to my pointy little nubs in suspense and intrigue and betrayal. That sure sounds like a dumb way to say a thing. Almost Egbertian in an elegant stupidity. The T in Egbertian is soft, like shh. Okay. Oh, Egbertian? Oh, whatever. Haha, oh. Why would I get mad at you? Oh, you'll see. Okay. But yeah, I guess it's about time you showed me what's up with my allegedly futile god tierification. How long ago was it that you did your coin flip thing? I don't even remember. I was getting sure you were just bullshitting me and had no intention of ever mentioning it again. Unfortunately, no. Maybe I should take this opportunity to apologize in advance. For what? I don't think it'll be constructive to go into it before it happens. Before what happens? You mean god tiering? Does something go wrong? Everything goes according to plan, but that is all I will say. Remember, this conversation is kind of not supposed to be about you. I know the idea is unprecedented. It's practically unthinkable, I know. But I mean, okay, we can talk about your troll problems, but this is pretty important here. The god tier thing and whether I can actually do it or not, it might be kind of hard to tell on account of me chilling face down on the pavement, and also because of downplaying feelings. Oh, also because downplaying feelings is the chief rule of cool, and I'm pretty pissed about this, which is weird. It's weird to feel mad? Are you too cool for that too? No, it's not weird to be mad, it's just weird to feel like I'm the only one who is, and the only one even contemplating taking Jack on, even among your group of irate gnashing shitheads. Hey, what? Actually, you're right, turns out we actually do have a lot of shitheads here. But also, as it happens, the worst one is the one who happens to be planning on taking him on. Well, okay, and that would be a bitching line to switch the subject to start talking about your complicated problems, but I kinda wasn't done. Fine, but for someone who just told me to fuck off, you sure are bending my ear suddenly. But okay, I mean, isn't that what heroes should be doing? Working to take down the bad guy without a whole lot of this fucking grandiloquence and these huge sweeping plans that got nothing to do with fighting him, like always biding our time and tiptoeing around the unbeatable god boss. John's too nice to get mad. Rose spends all her time calculating, too focused on Machiavellian ploys of sabotage to try anything drastic. Jade is, I don't even know, probably more of a liability if she's got it in her head to take him down. If anything, I'd bet she just needs protection. What are you saying here, Dave? In this conversation that is still being about you. I'm just wondering, when does someone actually step up? Jack's got shit to pay for. If that's how you feel, then I think our two problems are not really different. We are both presently concerned with justice. Yeah, I guess it's been on my mind. Maybe I'm supposed to be a hero and rise to the occasion because there seems to be this little persistent voice in my head nagging me about it, insisting someone's got to pay, and it's hard for me to disagree. Then it could mean one of two things, or both of the two things like it did for me. What things? It could mean that the agent presently influencing you is a conscience or an exile. Oh, wow. Oh, okay. This is so completely illegal. I'm pretty sure I don't even have an exile. I've never heard any voices or anything. Anyway, you don't need a voice in your head to tell you this shit. Tell you this shit is just like so completely illegal. Wait, why did I just say that stupid thing I said? This atrocity cannot go unpunished. Throw whoever is responsible into the slammer. Slammer means jail, by the way. Dave, I did not realize you had such a passion for law enforcement. I must say, this shocking development is coming dangerously close to giving me a case of the vapors. Oh, you know what? Let's change my position in this chair because I've never done this before and I'm feeling quite hippity-hoppity. Alright, okay. Alright. No, I mean, okay, that came out wrong. What were we talking about again? Bringing Jack to justice. Right. Someone has to make him pay. Can't let him just go unpunished. If I can figure out how to reach the god tier, maybe I can be the one to throw him into the slammer. The slammer? Slammer means jail. I know what slammer means. You call it the slammer when you're extra angry at crimes. Are you fucking taking notes on this important principle? Jesus, get a fucking pen or some chalk or whatever. I think I'm following. You're going to find Jack and put him in jail. Wait, fuck, what? No. Dave, I know you are likely discombobulated with grief over your fallen man, bro Lucius, but that is extremely silly and doesn't make any sense. I know it doesn't. I'm just saying. What am I even saying here? Shit. But only while I am far away from my jurisdiction. I'm still not sure. You're talking about throwing Jack into the slammer and rambling about justice and telling me to get pens and such. Not that I am complaining. Okay, forget the slammer stuff. That was weird. It is about justice, though. And since no one else seems to give a shit about that, it apparently falls in my jurisdiction now. Not just going after Jack, but all the mutinous agents responsible for crimes. Agents? Holy shit, why do I care about that suddenly? Anyway, that's more shit that popped into my head just now. So okay. I have other duties to attend to. Well, Norse cronies are exploitable. Are you saying you have a plan that involves targeting them? No, not really. Anyway, it's not like being mad about this and hankering for justice is even the most irrational thing I'm currently hot-headed and bothered about. I have other duties to attend to. Like what? I must explode this ridiculously illegal edifice. I've got to explode this ridiculously illegal edifice. Oh my god, what are these words I'm saying? You have to explode something? Never mind. Are you referring to your plan to blow up the green sun? Oh yeah, that's gotta be what I'm talking about. Probably. I need to shut up now. I'm sounding like an idiot and my head's starting to hurt. Oh. What did I just... Oh my god. That you just putting those two together? That's just hitting? I'm proud of you, but also a little bit sad. You gotta brush up on your foreign languages. Yes, Jack Noir is Jack Black. Anywho. What justice thing do you have to do? You mean it's actually my turn to talk? Yes. But I was beginning to forget my problem listening to your highly enjoyable befuddlement. Just please tell me your justice problem and make me stop saying stuff. Farewell. Farewell? Wait, no, I mean, god damn it, I'm not leaving. Farewell is not even a thing I would ever say. Jesus, what am I, a Victorian poet? Can you show me a little respect and assume any time I say something stupid, it means I'm temporarily being inexplicably retarded? That's what a real friend would do. Okay, Dave, I will show some sensitivity and cast suspicion on the intellectual merit of everything you've ever said. Thank you. I will further demonstrate my friendship by dominating the rest of this conversation with lengthy accounts of my emotional tribulations, leaving no space for you to emote any embarrassing outbursts. That sounds awesome. Quiet. Now where was I? Justice problems. Oh yes, of course. You see, our aims are not that dissimilar. Our pursuits of justice, I mean. But yours is motivated by anger in the heat of the moment, which is blinding you to the consequence of attempting something very foolish. You are far too cool to succumb to anything like that, which is why you will come to your senses shortly. My situation is a little more complicated. It's less personal. Though once it was a grudge which propelled our rivalry, now its resolution has become a matter of practicality, if not professionalism. Businesslike. The way a true legislator conducts her processions. Dave, did you know that centuries ago on my planet, legislators were not confined to stuffy courtroom blocks arguing cases before his honorable tyranny? Oh shit, are you fucking serious? Yes, also shush. I know you are sassing me due to the use of terms unfamiliar to humans, but it is true. They were deployed throughout the galaxy to apprehend criminals by any means necessary. No, I got that they're like your alien death lawyers who were sort of like bounty hunters in olden times, pretty simple to decipher through context. I thought I told you to be quiet. I'm monologuing here. Anyway, they would not rest until their suspect was in custody, one way or another. They would gather evidence over the course of the investigation, compiling a case to be presented at the trial, should one be held before the final submission of the guilty corpse to judicial authorities. Personal feelings and vendetta did not matter, nor did even the nature of the crime. Only justice did. They were selected for their cunning and martial prowess, and for their ability to understand the minds of the criminals they sought. This is why the burden has to be mine, I think. I'm the only one who knows how to handle her. As such, she's my responsibility. Shush. Okay, I can't even make little interrogative quips to grease the wheels of your monologue. Oh yes, that's okay. In fact, very helpful. Who do you think? Spider Troll. You are correct. The spideriest one of all. You've decided to take her down then. I guess so. You don't sound that psyched about it. Well, I'm here talking to you about it instead of actually doing it, aren't I? Are you feeling guilty, like second-guessing whether she deserves it? Not exactly. Hasn't she done enough terrible shit to warrant legislation? That is not a thing. But yes, the case against her is overwhelming. More than you even know. She's completely out of control now. She has murdered at least one of my good friends and possibly several others. I am not sure yet. The consequences are a little fishy, but my investigation is ongoing. Additionally, I've discovered she's complicit in Jack's rise to power. When I first learned he came from your session, I mistakenly blamed you all and took it out on a helpless Egbert. But if anyone has to pay for releasing that demon on both of our groups, it is her. Oh, no problem. My internet went out earlier. I have to split this stream into 2 parts, unfortunately, because of that. Then, welcome back. Are you sure about that? Yes, and she knows I know. She's been taunting me, trying to stir up our old rivalry. That is what this whole John versus Dave thing has been about. There is no John versus Dave thing. I know, not really. It's just a game, but the game is serious business to her, like it was during our role-playing days. And just like then, she ruined everything by taking it too far. And in the spirit of all her past, in spite of all of her past crimes, these are not even the most important reasons to stop her. She has decided to fight Jack herself, which is an extremely dangerous and stupid thing to do. Sound familiar, Dave? Are you going to stop me too then? Hunt me down and lawyer eviscerate me for my own good? No, I'll just let you reach the god tier, then decide for yourself. Are you saying I'll just let you try to reach the god tier and then decide for yourself? Are you saying that I won't make god tier or I won't be strong enough if I do? Objection. What? We are talking about you again. I motion that all Dave-centric testimony be stricken from the record. Lame, motion overruled. The judge wants to see where this is going. No, he doesn't. You know perfectly well he doesn't give a shit. He will clear this court block if he does not have order. He swears to Jesus. Okay, fine. We will keep obsessing over your fucked up kiss me sister if you want. It's not like that. Do you think she stands a chance against him? No, then what's the big deal? Why not let her go get her shit ruined by Jack and let justice happen that way? Because I'm quite sure if she goes to find him, it will tip him off to our location in the Vale. I've seen it already. That is why this is no simple vendetta. Bringing her to justice is critical to our survival. So why don't you go do it? Because I'm not sure if I can. You mean you can't beat her in a fight? No, it's not that. It's just that when the time comes, I'm not sure if I'll be able to kill her. I thought trolls were all about gratuitous murderings. Yes, it's true. We are supposed to revel in bloodshed as we grow up, and she seems to be embracing her rite of passage with reckless abandon, as I would expect. Grabbing the bull by the horns, so to speak. It's a little intimidating because I'm not sure if I'm ready for that, which I guess is normal. Are you asking me to reassure you about that? Because I seriously don't have a clue. It's okay, Dave. Still monologuing. I guess. I'm not so much worried about not being ready as I am that I might not actually want to be ready. Maybe ever. Maybe there's something wrong with me. I don't understand. I thought you were insane kinds of apeshit over the MacBrick stuff. Like being all cutesy about executions and smelling cherry blood. And such things contrive to get a guy feeling vaguely uncomfortable. Was that all an act? Not an act, just fun. I like fun, Dave, and I also like games. Don't you like fun in games? Of course the fuck not, liar. Didn't you say you've killed people before? There's a big difference between manipulating people to their doom with trickery and killing somebody by your own hand. It's a bit like having to face your own death and discovering the difference between leaving the responsibility to someone else and doing the dirty work yourself. Maybe you'll understand someday. Oof. Okay, I'd like to help you out, but I don't know what advice I should be giving. To a member of a murderous species who's gun-shy on going off to justice murder a murder-happy murderer who's done a lot of murders. It feels pretty weird and inappropriate for me to be the one to tell you, fuck yes, go for it. She's got this huge murder with her name on it anyways. And it's cruising right at her, down Comeuppance Boulevard. So I don't know. Do you want me to tell you to be a better human or to be a better troll? I can't tell you what to advise me, chump ass. Maybe I'm not even looking for advice per se, but just want to talk to somebody about it. Alright, well, all I'll say is, maybe if you kill her at least, we can finally stop obsessing over her. Sign. Fair enough. Why don't you just do what you think you have to do, and I'll do the same. Speaking of which, alright, you'll be bugging me about showing you how to reach the god tier soon. Prompted by this very conversation, I imagine. Who'd have thought? These time shenanigans completely blindsided us. They practically never even happen. Yeah, I know. So I hang up now with future you, and start pestering present you about it. Is that how it works? Yes, and I make sure not to reference anything said here to keep it simple. Except like in an offhand way that'll seem retroactively logical to your future self. i.e. you, if for no other reason than it'd be boring as hell to rehash it. That sounds about right, but what do I know? You're the time guy after all. Luckily, I will not have to participate in these charades this time around. Does luck actually matter? Ooh. Exit. Oh, great. We get a small flash. What's behind the door? It's Resident Evil. Oh, shit. Great, I have to poop, so this is the perfect time and perfect place to say this is the end of this current stream, and, yeah, hopefully, probably be back tomorrow. I'm going to rush to the toilet before I shit myself. So all of you watching currently, yeah, have a good afternoon and whatnot. All of you watching the VODs, I hope there's a next part for you to watch by the time you finish this. But yeah, I gotta go poop. Bye.